the idiot savant, the king of cognitive dissonance.
My subjects are objective, verbose and conflicted, adverse to anything new, intellectually restricted. They asked me for advice,
So I repeat the mantra twice.
do not think and trust
Instinct.
and do not think and trust
Instinct.
and alienate
The electorate.
alienate
Trust instinct. They call me the idiot savant,
the clown king of cognitive dissonance. My subjects are
objective,
verbose,
conflicted,
adverse to anything new, intellectually
restricted. They call me the idiot savant,
the clown king of cognitive dissonance.
I certainly think that as a general tactic in life, it is often useful to give the slight impression that you are deliberately pretending not to know what is going on. Because the reality may be that you don't know what is going on, but people won't be able to tell the difference.
they ask me for advice.
So I repeat the mantra. Do not think. Trust
Instinct. And alienate. The electorate. Alienate. The electorate. Only the idiot savant.
the clown king of cognitive dissonance. My subjects are
Objective.
verbose,
Conflicted.
That you are deliberately pretending not to know what is going on.
adverse to anything new, intellectually
Restricted. They call me the idiot savant.
the clown king of cognitive dissonance.
And alienate. The
Hello! Guess who we got in the show tonight? Yeah!
I'm back
Lindsay
for
is
a
here.
bit. Do you know what I mean?
Oh, no, let's go that way. There we go. Yeah, welcome back, Lindsay, into the studio.
Woo!
She's been missed. She's not been in for about 3 months or so.
This is
and
it.
it's been
I
horrific.
haven't been myself. I'm not sure who I've been, but it wasn't me.
I empathise with that totally. I've been in that situation myself for the past couple of months, but the show must go on.
Yeah.
That's better, it's posted. Right, so who have we got in the building this evening? We have Paul, Dean, Michael, Alien Pro, Binky the Cat, Ostapol, Eric Lewin, Will Joseph, Serge DeMunter, Morgan Juniper, Fnatic 12,000, Robert, there's loads of people in tonight, Grip Mode, Hamilton, Robert.
The usual suspects then.
The usual suspects, yes, Duncan Mabry's in the building as well. There's loads of people. Anyway, welcome to the show. And it's a pleasure to have somebody else's point of view. Oh, wait, hold on. I forgot a light.
You forgot a light?
I forgot a light. The show doesn't look the same without this one light.
Right. What, we need flashies in the background?
Yeah.
Okay, then. Isn't this the one that does completely mental for the first 5 minutes?
I'm hoping it's not.
Okay. It's probably going to cause, what's the word? Photosensitive epilepsy.
Yeah! I jest. Anyway, so yeah, this is SHOUTOUT 20 of 2021. We've moved off of Facebook to do the shout out, and the shout out is now over here.
Yeah.
And there's hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of comments in the comment section tonight, and most of you have managed to get them in on a red thingy as well, which is absolutely awesome.
What's that mean then?
A red link. It means all I got to do is just click it.
Ah, I see.
That's better. There we go. So yeah, unfortunately, not everybody has done it, but most people have done it. So yeah, there will be teething troubles. This is only the second time we've done this. By the way, you were just listening to The Clown Jewels, whose album is out as we speak. There is some artwork from Darren Cole. Go and purchase that, and you get a free album with it, and then you'll get a printout of that one. Right, that's all the promo done for the night, I think. Should we get on with the show?
Let's listen to some music.
Yes! See a red link, you just click it, and then you're in. By the way, The Clown Jewels is available here. Let me just get this up. So the album is available here if you so wish to go and buy it. The poster is under merch there. And it says we'll ship within 14 days, but I wouldn't believe that. We're not too sure whose job it is yet to do the shipping, so it could take a while. Anyway, listen to Tim Miller, 10 mil. Yeah, Tim Miller, 10 mil. 10 mil.
I used to listen to 10 mil.
Yeah? Same guy?
I'm sure it is, because it's the same sort of music. It's chilled electronica.
There may be another 10 mil out there. I don't know if you've noticed, but I've changed the layout of things. Now I can point down instead of to the wrong side every fucking time. And our logos are a little bit larger. Let me know if you like it. This isn't usually what Tim puts out.
Okay, maybe it isn't then. It's just, it sounds smooth and familiar.
I get the feeling that he's done this on a 404 of some kind, the sampler thing. I don't know if you've noticed, but Roland have just released a new one. Yeah,
yes.
so everybody's just going crazy for it at the moment.
Yeah, I have.
You can't miss it.
I might be a self-imposed musical Luddite, but I try and keep up with the news.
Yeah. Traxler and Reg Edit have just joined the party. How's it going, people? I hope all your Clownfest sets are coming along nicely. I know mine isn't. At the moment, it's in pieces. The mixer's over there, 303's under there, the ESX I'm taking from there. I've not even built the rig yet.
So Christmas is going to be an interesting holiday because it's going to be basically Clownfest.
Yeah. Well, there's a captive audience. I know there's a lot of people who, don't go out at Christmas. There's a lot of single people out there with kids as well who can't go out and stuff, so I'm doing the world a service.
Oh God, yeah, I think that's well known.
Put yourself out to entertain us. Rob Federer says, how do I get involved with doing a Clownfest set? After the next Clownfest, which is then end of December, I'll put a poll up in the Clownfest group, and then you put your name in that, and hopefully you get some votes, and then you get in. That's literally it. There's a Clownfest group. I'll just find that for you. Sounds a little loose in timing here. And that's the problem I found with samplers. It just sounds a little off.
Really?
Yeah, to me it just sounds a little off. This is where I sacked off the sample function from the 707. It was never tight.
I mean, if I do have a criticism, I would say that there's slightly too many clicky sounds going on. But that's not that there's too many, but there could be less, and it would still sound just as good. It's a lovely, chilled track.
I know as a producer, you know, oh, it's missing something, quick, stick something in there, something in there, and it's not necessarily the best thing to do.
No. One of the clicky sounds almost sounds like a glitch.
Yeah. Like I say, I don't think there's some timing issues. I just think that it's a little drunk, and I struggle with drunk rhythms. Jim does them all the time.
Yeah.
And I struggle with drunk rhythms. Rob says Rod Fed, just to make it easier to say the last name. Good, thank you very much, mate. I'll just call you Rob from now on. Okay, what's a chilled way to start the show?
It's lovely.
I feel very relaxed right now. Go on then, Lens. Give it some feedback. You haven't been on the show for about 3 months. Let it rip. Let it rip.
I really liked it.
Okay.
There is one of the clicky sounds, and I couldn't quite isolate it and say what it was, but one of them just sounded like a speaker pop.
Ah, yes.
Everything else was absolutely fine. Having said that, when the clicky bit stopped and it went back into the sort of mellow bit at the end, it was actually, I liked it more.
Yeah.
As you say, less is more sometimes. I think there was a little bit too many clicky things in there.
Yeah, it was a little bit slow for me, a little bit ambient for me. Felt like the...
There's always a place for slow and ambient.
Oh yeah, totally. I don't want to be in the main room the entire time of the night, but I will probably be in there 80% of the time. You know, it's not all the time, but it could just be like...
So what you're saying is that when you're not in the main room, it's because you're walking through one of the other rooms on the way to the loos or the bar.
Yeah. I might get stuck in that room chatting to somebody for 10 minutes
thinking,
or so.
Oh, this sounds quite nice, but then you'll go back to the main room.
Let's get it on. So
you're so shallow.
I'm like puddle deep. You've no idea. So 7.9 on that one. A little bit slow for me, a little bit ambient.
I don't do scores anymore. I just make comments.
Yes.
I liked it.
Yes, I'm trying to stick with the original URL theme of how to do things, and all these other co-hosts, they come in and they wreck it for me. Don't forget the Clang Jaws have got an album out.
I don't think we'll be able to.
Nope. No, you will not. So lock in for that all night. Clang Jaws got an album out. Okay, so Jay Singh Bagra, Return of the Sith. And it's a nice 7-minute long track, so you're going to get your intro knocked on a bit. Yeah, Leaf agrees it was a good track to start the night with and gave it a 7. Professor Dick DeBeat is demanding that you mark something. You must mark something. I'll tell you what, favourite track of the night, just give it a 10.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Well, this is what usually happens. I hear something at the start of the night and I just think, that's perfect, that's absolutely perfect. And then I can't mark anything else because I've overmarked that one.
Yeah, tell me about it. Which is why, you have to be very conservative with the mark that you bring out first of all. I think 7.9 is good.
Yeah, maybe. Okay.
Okay, so we've got some panning going on here.
Yeah.
Some hard panning as well, I can hear that. John Alchemy says, evening people, how's it going? loud as fuck. How much it's taken of on mics? That's fucking loads.
What?
This green bit here. Check out when we say nothing. That's bleed over from the music. But yeah, it's ridiculous. And it only happens on certain tracks. You watch, the next one won't do that. It's mental. It is mental. And I don't know why.
Yeah, I do like the panning.
However, if you're on a rig, most of them are mono, so you're going to lose one side. Literally, it's just going to sound like it's coming in and out. So be aware of that if you're making your tracks for DJ purposes that are going to be playing on big rigs that have only got... That'll be pretty good, I think. It's a bit small, but...
Yeah, I think engineers said the panning is too hard.
I kind of agree, it's a bit
I kind
much.
of agree, but I quite like it.
Yeah, it's different.
Do you know what I mean?
Also want to say welcome to all the people that are watching on PBM TV at the moment. Did the replay of Sunday's URL the other day and it went really, really, really well. I think that's better, now more people can see us. Let me know how you feel about the changes, people, because I know nobody hates change.
Everybody does. One or the other.
Really depends on what that change is.
The only constant is change. Some of the bass sounds, there's good twisted bass sounds going on in there. I'd like to hear them brought up in the mix because they're really cool.
I could give you a little bit more volume in the studio. Sometimes that brings out... No, I agree. They could be doing with a bit more bass there. Could be doing with a bit more bass there.
See with those that distant, almost ring modulated sound. That one.
It's nice. It's got groove.
It has, yeah.
Lucy H says it needs variation.
The problem is, if you were listening to this in a different environment, you probably wouldn't want the variation.
Yeah.
It's just because we're on the URL, and so we're trying to sort of rip everything apart. So it's difficult.
Yeah, it really, really is.
I mean, you listen to a lot of acid techno tracks, and they're just basically the same thing over and over and over and over again.
Yeah.
And it's great.
And like literally, the only difference is the cut-off. You tweak it up after 8 bars or 16 bars or 32 bars, then you take it up after another, and then you take it up after another, then you drop the kick out and you go wee wee wee, and then bring it all the way back down when you bring the kick
and
in.
everyone goes woo. Yeah.
People like simplicity, they really do. But I kind of agree. A 7-minute track is a bit fatiguing on the ears. Sat here.
Yes.
Electronic Sounds Audio says Lindsay nailed it. Hey, I've said that before and nobody said that I've nailed it. Cunts, fuck off. Right, Jay, I think we've got the measure of your track there from that fella. What I am going to say is I'm going to agree with Lindsay on the bass. I do think
there was some really nice, interesting, twisted sort of, what's the word, almost vocal sounds that were really low down in the mix, and they could have been brought up because they would have given it that little bit more variation without overpowering it.
Yeah, I still think again, if you're aiming it for a DJ market, the average size of a track is about 7 minutes. So you do need to create some sort of a little bit more progression for going on there. You had a groove, it chugged along nicely, and for those reasons, I think I'm going to give you Rimming an 8, which is slightly higher than a 7.9.
Yes, it's 0.1.
Yeah. Don't forget the Clown Jewels have got an album out. Oh crikey almighty, we're going from one end of the scale to the other right now. I did think that was going to be a problem.
Earth's final destination.
This is Divine Masculine. Isn't there a landscape mode or something? Dom talking about that.
Not be silenced. Oversensitive people possessed by demons.
Anyway, I'll figure that out for next week. Look, check out where the green is now.
Yeah, they were
Literally half.
Yeah.
I know, right?
We shall not be silenced.
Lindsay came in and said, "Oh, we went out clubbing the other week." I was like, "Oh, yeah, well, partying." And I was like, "Oh, yeah, how was it? What did you call it? Gabba and
Speedbase.
yeah, the entire night. Did you dance?"
But I've knackered my knees, so
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
yeah,
So I
yeah.
was taking it a bit easier. But yeah, let's face it, if there'd have been something that was at 150 BPM
I'd have been
rather than 180, I probably would have been up there.
Oversensitive people possessed by demons.
Benjamin says boss level, and John Alchemy says Gabba rave. Yeah, definitely. Ben thinks it sounds a bit gamey, video gamey, 8-bit-ish. I kind of agree.
It's got a late 90s, early 2000s sort of Hicksy feel
Feel to it, yeah, absolutely. It is what it does. What it says on the tin.
Does what it says on
you
the
know.
Not be silenced.
Although actually, it's slightly more sedate compared to that stuff because that
was literally what I was gonna say.
Hicksy would have been doing doubling on those kicks, and a lot of doubling
Yeah.
and quadding.
I was literally going to say that. It sounds a bit empty from Divine Masculine. Like it's a very stripped down track. There's very
Yes.
little going on in that. So I'm going to give you a solid 8.
As hardcore goes,
Yeah, it works.
Yeah,
It works.
it works.
It does what it says on the tin. Does exactly what it needs to. Again, your music is.
Yeah,
I mean,
it's got the squeaky
falling-
voices, it's got the deep voices, it's got all the elements.
Yeah.
I liked it.
It sounded a bit like you could have put a couple more elements in there. For me, like usually your tracks are quite aggressive and full. This one sounded a little bit more reserved. Nothing wrong with that.
And as I've been missing out on the URL, because I haven't even been listening to it at home because I've been, somewhere else, I've missed out on an awful lot of what's going on. So this is completely new to me.
Yeah, Divine Masculine. Yeah,
Fresh.
we're also on Public Broadcast Music TV as well, which means that there are more than 100 and some more people watching us over there as well, like in Africa and crazy places like that. Honestly, it's crazy, absolutely crazy.
Multinational.
Yeah, literally, we are multinational.
Superb.
So this is Lindsay's first URL since we've become a part of Public Broadcast Music TV. So I'm hoping that our Public Broadcast Music TV fans like it just as much as the regular URL fans, because literally you are the people's choice.
Yeah, I'm just full of opinions, that's the thing.
Kylie came in last week and people absolutely loved it. She was nervous as fuck. Not last week, the week before. And honestly, people loved her. It was,
Yeah, this is it. It's just nice to have somebody with a different point of view,
Yeah.
who's into a different sort of music, making comments about music they wouldn't normally listen to.
That's the one.
Out of my comfort zone. How about that?
Sure. That's what we want.
Bloody microphone's digging into the side of my head already.
Yeah. You've only been here 25 minutes.
Oh, God.
Okay, so Actionless Loveless is up next. Morgan's calling you Lizzie.
That's fine. Get called all types of things.
Hello, I'm providing.
Arfed says chopped and screwed trap. I never got what trap was. Did you trap?
Yeah.
They're just like a hip hop spin shoot off.
I don't know how to describe it really, but I would listen to a piece of trap and go, yeah, that's trap.
Okay.
And this has got a definite trap feel to it.
I honestly thought it was just a hip hop offshoot. To me, it sounds very much like hip hop.
It's more twisted than hip hop and more ponderous.
Ben says trap is like rap from a certain era. Yeah, I kind of get that. Okay, I thought we were breaking down towards the end. Professor Dictaby says it's missing a Cardi B. Nothing nowhere ever misses a Cardi B, surely. You know? Hostipal says trap used to be sounds like Americans doing grime.
Hip hop without the rapper? Yeah, it has. I mean, it rather than using rap, it uses sampled vocals more.
Okay. I guess that's for people who couldn't get hold of vocalists and stuff, just ripping bits from somewhere. Yeah, not bad, not bad. Go on then, lads.
Interesting.
Okay.
Ooh, I hate using that word.
Hasn't been used on the. That's what Oliver used to say when he didn't have anything to say to about a track. Interesting.
Interesting. Yeah. I need a goatee beard to be able to sort of pull on. That sort of Japanese synth line. It would have been nice to have a sudden change in the middle, and then you could have gone back to the original again. Because without that was over. That was basically the thing that you would remember about that track. That was the hook line.
Okay.
And it went on a bit. It was the same, little arpeggio, whatever you want to call it, all the way through. But it wasn't an offensive hook line, which, let's face it, some of them have, especially in trap. Yeah, that's my only comment, really. I would have liked to have heard a little bit more variation, even if it was just a filter variation on that sound. It could have been, you could have taken all of the sort of lower frequencies, so it just became almost like it sounded like it was coming down a telephone just for a little bit in the middle of it, and then brought it back in again. Apart from that, it is what it is. It's
Rob says, agreed.
Experimental.
Drop the bass and come in with some rapid fire snares to break it up. So yeah, people are talking about variation. It's not a 7. Oh right, a nice jam 707. Yeah, I was kind of somewhere around that myself, Reg. Good little jam. I did like as soon as you pointed out, it said it sounded Japanese. It's like yeah, I can hear that in it totally now. And I expected those plinky plonky noises. Yeah. Just to get more complex, and I thought that was where the track was going to lead. But yeah,
they carried on. Yeah. It stayed as the sort of foundation for the track.
Yeah, I didn't like the vocals when it got pulled down into. But yeah, solid track. Nice little jam.
Yeah.
Don't forget. No, not there.
Don't forget what?
Clown Jewels have got an album out.
What a surprise!
Oh, you're in for a treat. I think Alan put this one in a couple of weeks back.
Twisted like the branches of a tree, you lie next to me,
all. I'm thinking, oh, it's going to be one of his slower songs. Fair enough, I can dig it. Nope. We're now in the main room.
We'll be dancing with the dead. Dancing with the dead.
Benjamin Sorensen. Is this Alan Kent? It very much is, my friend. It very, very much is.
My mojo is rising.
Oh no. Oh, it was. Oh right. I thought it was a. Oh, a sigh, but it wasn't.
No, it wasn't. It was like a
Oh, breaking the music.
no, just
The whole
good.
thing. Yeah,
Really
yeah.
good.
Yeah.
This could be the theme music for the next James Bond movie. It's got that.
Oh, as soon as you said that, the hairs on my arms went. Yeah, agreed.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I get where you're coming from
It's
totally.
got the counterpoint
Yeah.
of the sort of.
How is Alan Kent not rich and famous and got a record contract is beyond me.
Because this is really good.
Raw, just
It's raw, but it's
lovely.
beautifully produced.
Yeah, it's put together
The
nicely.
way he's chosen all the different sort of tracks and sort of woven them together, and it just works.
Yeah, it really does.
I'm running out of superlatives. I'm impressed.
Oh no. Yeah, we're good.
You know how on the theme music of James Bond bit, it sort of has mellow bits, and then you get the sort of silhouette of the girl dancing with the flames. Like,
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
yeah.
That it would work with that.
Yeah, no, I get totally where you're coming from as well.
Hollywood, hire this guy.
I can't believe that he's not already got a record contract. I don't get it.
There's a lot of talented people on the planet, unfortunately.
This is true.
Let's get wasted. Drag me out.
Mad Dog wants to see me as James Bond. I think that would end up kind of like a Mr. Bean episode, so maybe let's not do that.
We'll be dancing with the dead.
Jason Marsh, a weird blend of sunshine and despair.
Yes, which is why it works so well as
Yeah.
a James Bond theme.
Yeah.
You know,
No, I'm
sorry
with
to go
you.
on about it.
No, I'm with you.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, totally with you.
You know, I go on a lot about music that creates a visual thing inside my head.
Yeah.
That created a visual thing, and the visual thing it suggested to me was the start of the new James Bond movie. And that was really good.
This is why we like bringing you in, because literally I say bigger kick drums, 303 line, next track, literally, good track, rolled along, did what he needed to, blah, blah, blah. And then Lindsay comes in and goes, starts painting pictures with music, and it's fucking beautiful. You nearly had Kylie in tonight as well, but she's like, I can't be fucked to leave the house. I'm like, yeah, no, I understand, Kylie, it's fine. You stay where you are. You watch the show from there.
And it would have been a bit crowded as well. We're running out of space in here. There's too much kit.
Literally, we'd have all been on these things and kind of
Yeah,
sharing
this is it.
and ask G-Con
And,
one.
You know, I'm getting on a bit. I need my back support.
I know. So yeah, Alan Kent, I don't think we ever need to mark any of your stuff because you're always going to get like a 909 or something
Yeah,
ridiculous.
I mean, that's really good.
Yeah,
really good.
Your production is just on point. You've got a point with your tracks as well, and they're just.
It's got a video.
Yeah.
I mean, if MTV was still doing MTV,
Yeah.
then that should be on
MTV. Yeah, absolutely.
You know, rather than just garbage fucking reality programs like they do nowadays. Well, they don't even exist anymore, do they? Oh, those were the days.
Yes, the MTV generation. We've got a lot to blame them for, you know.
Blame and praise at the same time.
Blame and praise.
You know what I mean?
Blame. Blame and pray.
Blame.
Blame. We'll go with that. Oh, Naga 78, get in. Okay, so there are some stems being created from Duncan Mabry. Jimmy Scavenger has done a remix of it. It did get put up in the URL group a couple of weeks back, but everybody missed it. Oh my god. No, that's not. So I'm hoping that as soon as they're ready, I was hoping to have them now and I could have shared them to the thing. I might be able to find them in the group. Let me.
The chaos on this planet is due to the music the musicians are playing that they're forced to play by some who just think of money and don't realize that music is a spiritual language.
Searching is a bit hit and miss.
True.
Oh, sorry people, that's loud as fuck.
Can I make a comment?
Can.
That's the third track tonight with slowed down male voices in it.
Okay.
Never receive anything for
Becoming a little bit overused.
in your methods? Multiplicity adjustment, readjustment, synthesis, isotope teleportation, transmolecularization, frequency polarization, intergalactic realm
Might
of
be
eternal
coincidence.
darkness, intergalactic realm of eternal black
Or it might be that it's just this is what's in at the moment.
Incorporated.
Oh, I see, Mr. Raw.
No, I can't find
Thank you
Duncan's
very much.
post about that in the
It's been
thing.
nice. I've got to be going now. I really have another appointment.
Fuck me, this is almost breakcore, Duncan. Oh, apparently, Actionless's track used slowed down female vocals. To make it sound male, I'm guessing. Okay. Right. It got a little too low for me, that one, I gotta say.
Chaos on this planet.
It might be approaching breakcore, but there's still a accessible rhythm within that I can follow that allows me to engage with the track.
Yes,
Not breakcore,
yes.
it just sounds like noise. That goes straight into my head.
Yeah. Steve303 says, how is everyone? We are good. We have the lovely Lindsay Mumford in the show tonight, painting wonderful pictures with music.
You can nod your head to this.
It's like, honestly, Duncan's got like I think 2 or 3 EPs or an album or something out and about. It's all on Bandcamp, so if you go, I think. I'm pretty sure it is. So hop on over to Duncan's Naga78 or Naga, you'll find him. You'll find free music. I don't understand why he gives it away for free, but... Yeah, Gridmate, you've hit the nail on the head. It's hard to do this type of glitchy sound and make it not sound shit and formulaic.
Yes.
This one is really well done. Reminds me of Vandal and Cy Begg's material.
Oh, I see.
Tune of the
Mr. Raw.
night.
Well, thank you very much. It's been nice. I've got to be going now. I really have another appointment.
And that track is private, so you cannot download it and you cannot listen to that. However, Duncan does have, like I say, 2 or 3 EPs, albums out there. I think I'm going to give Duncan a straight up 9 on that one. Close enough to breakcore.
And those bits of vocals in it as well work really well because they're quite anxiety inducing, which sort of fits with the sort of rest of the track.
Yeah. Duncan always brings atmosphere, regardless of what it is to his tracks. Yeah, I think did I give you a 9? Did I give you a 9? I'm sure I gave you a 9. Yeah, great track, fella. Absolutely great track. Keep your tracks coming. Don't forget, Clown Jewels album out.
You just write it on a piece of paper and then just hold it up to the camera.
I should do that, shouldn't I? I should do that. Let's just, just for those people who don't know that the Clown Jewels have got an album out at the moment, they do indeed have one.
Somebody needs to do a graphic with some poor punter lying back with his mouth open with you ramming the
Clown
album
Jewels,
down somebody's throat. You know what I mean?
And right, what bugs me is Duncan. For some reason, Duncan didn't get a red link. Right. Now, I said to everybody, can you please say hi, who you are? So yeah, there's that. Put your track, and then enter, and go down a little bit. Thanks, Duncan. So Duncan did it, but for some reason, it did not give me a red link.
Computer says no.
Yeah, so I don't know if we're ever going to squash that glitch. Don't forget, Clown Jewels.
If you're thinking about which whiskey to
If
choose
you're
this
thinking about buying the Clown Jewels album, you totally should. Hop on over there right now. Right, anyway, well, we haven't had a track from this guy for ages. His production is super clean. Paul Genus Productions, Acid Tech House. Being
good to me.
Being very specific there. Fnatic 12,000 says, by the way, the Clown Jewels album is fucking good. Thank you very much. Again, like, we've been listening to this for 25 seconds, 9 for production, like, easily.
But the structure's really good as well. If that start was utterly predictable, everything is exactly where I wanted it.
And some people will go, what do you mean utterly predictable? But you're like, no, that's praise. Don't get it wrong, that's praise.
Total praise.
Yeah. Like, I hate the vocals like loads, but they fit, they work, they do what they need to do.
I like the vocals.
Yes, finally we have somebody else in who can counterpoint me.
I mean, I even like the fact there's this like warble.
Yes.
Which gives the vocals a little bit of
vibrato.
I don't know what it is. It's just
maybe. What happens on the SP555 is when you put a sample in and then you pitch it up, it will put that vibrato all over everything. So as far as I'm concerned, that's fucking useless. That is fucking useless. And I can hear it. I heard a track a couple of years back and I'm like, I can hear that same warble over that vocal track. I know what you used, you know?
I don't think it is a warble. I think it is. It's that.
The side chain,
and it's pulling it down like a ducking compressor.
Yeah.
And it works really well. This has got a steam train feel, which I really like as well.
Acid line's on point. Ditch the vocals and you're probably getting a 9 out of me.
With the vocals, you're getting a 9 out of me.
But yeah, the production here is just fucking insanely good. Like, fucking insanely good. I can't even wish for this kind of production level.
I mean, this is floor filler. This is club band.
Yeah. Main room. Commercial main room, maybe, but we're still in the main room.
It's too fast for commercial.
You reckon?
Yeah, it's too fast for commercial.
I don't know. How fast is it? Like, what will you tell me?
I agree that the sounds are similar to some of the commercial tracks, but it's too ravey, it's too fast.
Yeah, it's got pace.
Commercial.
It's got pace.
It's big audience festival music.
Gridmate said, I'd file this under trance though, to be honest.
But the vocals give it a trance feel to it.
Yeah.
But it's got a shuffle in it. But it's got a high-speed rhythmic shuffle that is far closer to techno.
Yeah.
It's got a thrill.
It's fucking beautiful. It's fucking beautiful. It's lovely. Like, you know, if you're going to create 303 noises, create them like this because they sound lush. It's funny, Jen was in here after we came back from Scotland. I played my 303 and she's like, oh, how'd you get it to sound like that? A bit of distortion, time, a little bit of delay. Mine doesn't sound like that, split your lines. Bob says it has a nervous energy, or is that me? No, it's a pulling energy. It wants to pull you to the dance floor.
Yeah, and it's anthemic as well. It's got that lovely euphoric anthemic sound to it.
Yeah.
This is what I'm saying. It's brilliant, big audience festival music. It's a bit too big for club music. It's got that, you know, main stage at a festival, main stage at Elusive type feel to it.
Reg Edit says, is this a Tracy Thorn vocals? No idea.
Who is this Tracy Thorn? I know nothing.
I know nothing. Literally. So yeah, Paul, like, production 11. Like, your stuff is ridiculously good. The acid line was great. Bubbling bass underneath it was lovely. Vocals were fucking awful. Structure was amazing. Like, literally, for the whole track, if I was into that, it would be 10. But for me, personal preference is going to bring it down to about a 9. I literally didn't like the vocals. I just,
Anthemic, euphoric, high energy.
Yep. Nice and fast. You know, did the job.
Proper head full of Mandy type music.
Yeah.
You know.
Unfortunately, the decorations in those clubs are going to be white with lasers. It's just going to be white draping off the ceiling, you know, and just lasers. That's it. You know, it's not going to be sweat dripping off the walls or anything. Anyway, where are we? Now, Eric Lewing, who is in the chat, I have seen, has said placeholder. There ain't no track there, fella. This placeholdering thing, I mean, maybe we should deduct points off of tracks for something if you don't get them in on time.
That's mean.
Oh, no, wait, that's not where I should be going. Let's stop there. That's Worker Grey. We have a reserved place because this is an exclusive from... Come on, work. Dude who played up at the castle. His name is Hammerton3. And he played this one. See how good I am with dead air? Jesus. It was almost pidgin English. Right. So yeah, Hammerton3, numerology, played this at the castle. Went on just after Rebecca Radical and just before Stevie Overend. You can find all these videos in full and named properly on my YouTube page.
I don't know for that.
Is a little bit behind in the comments. He says, wicked tune as always, Alan. I think you might be watching a couple of minutes behind us, Leaf.
10 mil saying with a little glitch. 10 mil, I'd assume you're talking about the track that you put in, which was the one that I said there was like a pop, speaker pop. I'm assuming that's what it was. Yes.
Top chat, that's why it's not yet. Let's go back to live chat. There we go. There we go. Now we should get everything.
Hey.
Yeah, right. Live chat. Aha. No wonder I was getting stuff from all over the place.
Tooth started again. Tooth.
Oh, Alan. The reason he's talking about it is because Alan's just come in.
Right.
Alan, your track got fucking track of the night. It was lovely, and we just lament over you a lot. Yeah, make sure you're all on live chat, people. All my things weren't. They were all on top chat. Dare I say it needs a bigger kick? I mean, I know we're at a breaky bit here, but dare I say it needs a bigger kick?
Would it be a bigger kick if it was on a bigger rig?
Possibly. I'll give us a little bit more volume in.
See what comes back in. Yeah, that's a bigger kick.
I did nudge it. I mean, the kick's big enough, yeah, but I still think you could just edge it up maybe a little bit. Like, see all those percussive noise sound a little bit above the kick?
Yeah, I agree.
Oh yeah, just then it was filtered, Valdi, but like in general, I believe that the kick could just be brought up a little bit. The percussion is a little bit higher than the kick drum.
I like that.
Inky the cat. Lindsay speaks sense every time. That's why I love it when she's on the show. You get to hear 50% less words from me, at least. And, 100% more constructive criticism. It's lush.
I'm privileged. I get the chance to listen to wonderful music. And
this is true.
Listen properly to it.
Billy Dredge just joined the party. Says hello, Mark and Linz. Been late to the party. It's not a problem. We have only been here 52 minutes. Oh God, 52 minutes already. Jesus. Did not feel like that. Again, we're looking at a 7-minute or 6-minute 1 seconds. I feel like
I'd be dancing to this.
Oh, I'd be dancing to it, no problem. I just would like that kick to be that. Just it's a little bit boxy.
Boxy. That's a good way of describing it.
Like hitting a box with a thingy pedal.
Yeah, the kick is constrained somehow.
Yeah. Michael Bass gives it 7.5. I think that's being really mean, fella. I'm at least going to give it an 8, if not an 8 point something. Yeah, at least the percussion's great. I just think it's a tiny touch higher than the.
Yeah. And again, every time he brings that kick drum back in, it comes in at exactly the point you're expecting.
Yeah. Predictability.
When you dance, that's what you want.
Yep.
That's what I want.
Yeah.
Because I hate looking like an idiot because I go, yay, and it doesn't happen. Oops.
Yeah. Gazan Woods just joined us, I believe. Oh, Gazan Woods going, is he? Oh, never mind, fella. Catch you later. It was a pleasure for you dropping in. Please drop in again sometime and drop us a track. So yeah, I think that it would be cool to give this anything less than an 808. I would like to see the kick elevated a little bit, and that is literally it.
Do you know what I think the kick could do with?
Okay.
Just like a bit of reverb.
Okay, give it more presence.
Just a little bit more.
Yeah,
so it's just got a slight tail on it. Doesn't need much.
No, literally like just the
tiniest
just
little bit.
Just a little bit.
Just so it gives a tiny bit more boom. You know? But
I'd totally be dancing to this in a club.
Yeah.
Literally, totally.
And it is quite simple.
Yeah.
I know, I'll rephrase that. It sounds deceptively simple, but I'm sure it's not.
Yeah.
But it doesn't need to be any more than that. And on a big rig, that would have sounded great.
Yes. Yeah, it did. It did. It definitely did. Can I just moving on? Worker Grey. Bit of electronic. Taking it in a different direction. Yeah, unfortunately, Bob, he says we all kind of look like idiots when we dance. Ain't that part of the fun? It is.
Look, I take great pride in knowing exactly where the drop is. When that kick comes back in, it's a point of pride that I actually predict it and I get it bang on. And when I don't, I'm devastated.
I agree. Oh shit, too early. Fuck. Now I look like a moron.
Yeah,
God damn it. But no, have you been to clubs, younger clubs these days? I happened to go to the Blue Mountain one time when it was a student night. No decor, decks on a table, sound system was fucking gnarly, and everybody was there with their phones, like filming themselves, filming something, you know, and it's just like, oh, this is not what I know.
Well, it's not the sort of parties I go to.
No.
The parties I go to are just full of munted idiots in shadow, covered in sweat, dancing like drunken goths.
Yeah.
Flopping around, you know, and yeah. But it's the parties you go to. If you go to a party because you want to be seen at that party, it's a completely different thing.
Yeah, absolutely.
I don't go to parties, I go to raves.
Yeah, I was at Landed Festival. It was the first time I'd been anywhere and nobody had any phones out. They were just all dancing.
Yeah.
Oh, I'll do that then. Took about 5 pics. Mil says, I get the feeling you guys ain't gonna like having dub techno at Clownfest 7. Are you talking me and Lindsay? Because like I'm sure we wouldn't mind it, you know. And yeah, it's all about diversity. So
dub techno.
Yeah,
I like the idea of that.
Yeah.
Well, I like dub and I like techno. So do you know what I mean? If you sort of ram the two together and create some sort of bastard child, then I'm probably gonna love it.
It's almost movie scene, like horror movie scene, or detective movie scene when you're doing something sneaky.
Or the rolling end credits at the end of a dark post-apocalyptic manga movie.
However, Tim, you are on quite late, so you can like literally, if like, go fast is what you know. I haven't looked at the rotor for a while, but I'm pretty sure you're on late in one of the days. Dub techno's fine, but maybe for like earlier on in the show. Usually you do like kind of pacey techno, or pacey whatever. So that's why I put you there. I mean, I don't mind changing right at the end of the day, end of the thing.
Billy Dredd likes my description, dancing like drunk goths. Because there's a certain, or maybe that's just me.
Cyber goth dancing.
Yeah, but that's the whole point. It's not. It's got that sort of, but it's
similar.
Yeah, but it's without any of the precision.
Yeah.
And there's a degree of exhaustion and fatigue that you get to, where actually you just, rather than losing the rhythm, you somehow gain a sort of flow.
You become
I don't know how to describe it.
You become one with the music.
Well, maybe that's just how I felt at the time.
Benjamin says cyber jazz. Yeah, I can dig that. Okay, let's go.
Moody, sci-fi,
Mm-hmm.
post-apocalyptic, almost manga. William Gibson, Neuromancer type stuff.
Okay.
Cyberpunk type sort of imagery was what was called to mind with me. Sort of 80s, but not.
Almost synthwavey as well.
Yeah, that's what I meant by the 80s feel, because it wasn't synthwave.
No.
But it had a sort of 80s feel. I don't know how to describe. I quite liked it.
Yeah, I quite liked it. I don't know when I'd listen to it, is my problem with that one.
While the end credits are rolling at the end of a post-apocalyptic 1980s manga,
Good save, Linz, good save. Scoring-wise for me, I'm going to give you a moody 7.7 on that one. 7.7.
And Michael says that's exactly what he was going for.
Oh, brilliant.
Yay!
Excellent.
You hit it on the nail on the head.
And again, hi, I'm Worker Grey, and this is Shadow Moves, got a red link. Dude did it perfectly. I don't know why other people haven't managed to do it. Yeah, I know, right?
Music in the Total Recall waiting room. Yeah, I like that.
Oh, Morgan Juniper.
Ooh, that's a strange little glitchy beat.
It is a strange little beat. I can't do anything other than 4/4. I can't do that. But those in between, my brain won't let me do it. My brain won't let me.
Everybody's coming up with visual, nice images of what that music suggested to them, but they're all right. They're all right. Pushing a cart through a mall that's been dead for a while. It's just, yeah.
Late night drive through a factory.
Yeah. Perfect.
Valdi says, where's the sub? The sub is over here, my friend. Or are you talking about the sub in the music?
Beat, but it's so perfectly predictable and regular that it ceases to become glitchy.
Yeah.
The first time I heard it, it was like, oh, glitch, and then it turned into actually a predictable rhythm.
Do you know,
that's a stumble, but a repetitive stumble.
That's how I feel about every noise. If I change a patch, like for the first couple of seconds to my ears, it's like, oh, that sounds hideous. And then you let it run for like 2 or 3 more, and it's like, no, actually that fits. Yeah. All the time, it's like, that patch is horrible, move on. It's like, whoa! I did think we were going to get more jungly type. We've gone more into moody.
Yeah, that's it. It's almost like this has carried on the same sort of mood from the
last track.
One,
yeah,
but it's got all sort of. It's almost like we're in the same mall, but now there's
something chasing us.
You. It's still pushing the trolley, but you're pushing it really fast.
Montage of, and
yeah, same factory, same drive, but a lot faster with threat. Benjamin wants to see the movies that come from Pierrot the Acid Clown. Now, there's a good point.
I'm on it. I am on it.
I'll tell you. Have you seen the Animatrix?
Yes.
Right. So you know that they basically have music set to sort of
have you seen Love, Death and Robots?
No.
You totally should. Right.
That would be great to actually do like almost like a URL with like sort of 10 different tracks, but actually have some animation to go with each track that actually is in keeping with the feeling of the music. And then you would, instead of actually trying to visualize the music and say, well, where does this fit? You'd actually have it straight in your face. It'd be great.
Ideally, that's up to the producer to make the video, but we understand that is not easy.
Oh God, no, it'd be a project and a half, but it'd be cool.
Yeah, it really would be cool. Yeah, I agree. This is literally taken off from the last one. Literally, we've just given it a bit more pace.
This is the next scene in the same film, but it's yeah, love it.
Did Will make it funny? Yeah, Ben, I don't know if I'm going to make movies, but like certainly a documentary of how the clown came together. I've got a TV show thing kind of in the pipeline, and a game show, TV show type thing in the pipeline as well. So, along with various other things, and I'm taking steps to make that a reality. Got a bit repetitive.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. Can't even see the light I put on.
What's this? That light?
Yeah, you can't even see it. Look, it's in the background over here.
Okay,
There's nothing going on.
Yeah. Oh well.
Yeah, I kind of liked it. Like Lindsay said,
3/4 of the way through, I was loving it.
Yeah.
And then towards the end, it was like I could do
Fatigue.
a little bit of a change.
Yeah.
Having said that, if it was set to some visuals, we probably wouldn't have felt that way.
Yep. The visuals make it the full package, especially if it's not techno for us. You know, because we can imagine ourselves on the dance floor. That's what the image. You know,
That's
image
it.
is it? Dance floor.
Yeah.
You know.
And when it isn't dance floor, it's like, well, where does this fit?
Yeah.
In my sort of experience.
Totally.
And the last 2 tracks have been just perfect for that.
Yeah, again, dystopian, nightmare-ish, when you're being chased by a zombie.
Yeah. First one was full of threat and sort of slow movement, and the second one was the chase sequence.
Yeah, but yeah, like Lindsay said, towards the end of the track, it did get a bit fatiguing on the ears.
Just the last quarter.
I'm going to give you an 8.2 on it, Morgan. I like the groove you got going on
Choosing.
there. No! And we're away. Okay, something.
And various people have pointed out the fact that you haven't actually mentioned the clown jewels in at least 5 minutes.
There we go. Well, I mean, if that's the case, get move. God damn you!
Dead air.
Here's a track off the album.
You had to say. I'm going to finish my fag off.
See, Professor Digby, I'm reading his mind. It says maybe Mark can tell us a little bit more about it. I can indeed. This album was started just before lockdown happened and took the entire of since then till now to make a reality because of restrictions and stuff where we couldn't go.
Well, he's a cheapskate, 30-watt old black
And the band consists of Warren Dancy, who is over here. There. And he is kind of trancey breakbeaty. We've got Doghouse in the middle, who is just weird. And then we've got an anarchic clown who makes acid mostly here. So, and this is what happens.
Mass-produced plastic made in China.
Doghouse has got a lovely voice.
It's unique, there's no doubt about it.
When we did the Clown Jewels album thing, literally every two minutes, Doghouse is like, I like midgets. Honestly.
Worst Taylor Swift cover band
Ever.
Is in the house. My sister and brother. Resident in the house of all my previous
lovers.
So yeah, the Clown Jewels have got a new album out. If you like what you hear, go over and give us a pound for the sound, pretty please. If you like what you hear and you fancy giving us a pound for the sound, but then you want to take it that step further, you can purchase this piece of artwork from Darren Cole. This piece of artwork will definitely be a 3, could possibly be a 2 for the same price. But we have to look into pricing at the moment. So if you are inclined to, go drop us a pound for the sound. Anyway, next up.
I'll say one thing about the Clown Jewels.
Okay.
They don't sound like anything else I've ever heard.
And somebody asked us when we were out at the Petrol Bastard gig, it was like, so what's your sound then? What's your thing? And Doghouse was like, I'm not sure we found it yet. So if we sound unique now, imagine what we're going to sound like when we've actually found where we're going. Anyway, Craig Lucky versus Divis, I believe. Bit dubstep. I know, Divis, yeah. I believe it's a collab. And it's a private track. It's a bit dubstep and it's loud as fuck.
Yep.
Connection lost.
Again, you need this. You need this.
I appreciate dubstep, but it does strange things to my bowels. It sort of reminds me of twisting guts.
Yeah. It's not.
And after a while, and also when I dance to dubstep, I grind and twist, and I think that probably helps. And after a while, it's like, I think I need to go and find the toilets.
And I get where you're coming from. I've heard the sounds of the intestines, and they're not far off. They are not far off.
And yeah, I like it.
It literally sounds like a chemical fire in your fucking stomach.
But again, dubstep's one of those sounds, you hear it and you think, that's dubstep.
Yes.
Where do you go with it? It's actually quite a limiting sound. I like it.
This is my whole issue with dubstep and a lot of other music. I can stand it for about an hour, and then I need a break. Dubstep for me is about half an hour, and it's like, okay, my patience is over now. Because unfortunately, it's just side to side. There's no fucking with it.
What you have to do is you have to get the pelvis doing that.
Yeah. I don't do that.
I know you don't.
I don't.
You haven't got the hips for it.
I really haven't. And like, some of it's predictable and some of it's not. You know, it's like, which bit do I dance to now? Like, pick a bit. You know.
After a while, I give up and I just go to my. I've got the same BPM, but I'm dancing to my own imposed rhythm
on the music. Yeah, I get that.
Drunk goth.
Yeah.
Slow drunk goth.
Black Dog's loving this, says Lush, says Jed.
Because of the structure of dubstep limits what dubstep can do. If you go too far away from the core of dubstep, it no longer sounds like dubstep. And because of that, it sounds dated.
Yeah. No, I
not because it is dated, but because it sounds like dubstep that
there
was
is a
10 years ago.
There is a strict formula for it, and if it's anything out of that, you're into like drum and bass or breakbeat or and it becomes something completely different.
Again, I like that. I like variation. But then it ceases to become dubstep. So when you do dubstep, it sounds like dubstep, and dubstep sounds like dubstep from 10 years ago, and it sounds like dubstep from now.
Yeah.
And again, it's not a criticism; it's just an observation.
Yeah, how to put a twist on it.
Yeah.
Like, this dude put a psytrance like break right in the middle of it, and we were all like, "What?" Yeah, it's like I felt like doing it. I'm like, "What?" It
Fair enough.
felt really wrong, really wrong. Anyway, like that track, dirty, dubby, grimy.
It did exactly what it said on the box.
Yeah,
it was dubstep. Can't argue that was dubstep. And it's got those lovely grinding vocal sounds in it. And the beauty about dubstep is it encouraged people to make those grinding vocal sounds, which can then be applied to other music.
Yeah.
And they sound so good in it.
Again, the problem for with dubstep for me is it sounds like it's the break from a track. Like, when you do, and then suddenly you go doof, 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 in the break, and it's like, yeah, it's brilliant in the break. And then you go back to the 4/4. So that's my problem with dubstep. Anyway.
My problem with dubstep is I was into drum and bass.
Yeah.
And dubstep uses quite similar breakdowns and then bringing the beat back in again, and it doesn't.
No.
So whereas with drum and bass, you get that brilliant breakdown, and you know what's coming.
Yeah, yeah.
But then it goes,
Boom! Yeah. And
and it's like, woo!
Yeah.
Dubstep, doesn't it? It comes back in and it goes, boom, boom.
Yeah.
And it's like, what I wanted.
I wanted that to kick off.
So what I'm really saying, I suppose, is that dubstep sounds like a break in a drum and bass track.
Yes, I will 100% agree with that.
And again, it's not a criticism, it's an observation, because you can grind to dubstep. You just got to accept the fact that it isn't going to do those exciting bring the beat back in.
And that's the problem I have with it. After about half an hour of the dance floor, I'm just like, I want something to drag me there, you know. And I know that dubstep is some people's thing, and they absolutely get off on it, and it's, you know, and that's fine. You know, I just prefer my 4/4.
Yes.
8.5.
A state of ceaseless chatter.
Oh, this is Cheeky Boy from the Darren Cole camp, who's been very quiet recently. I've had to reinstate my shopping duties of putting Oliver Linear's face on stuff. Honestly, it's just
It's a hobby.
it's a hobby. Passes the time, keeps me out of trouble, stops me wanking. Y'all think I'm joking. What did Reg say? Yes, you need the good drugs for dubstep.
You need bad drugs for dubstep.
Kevin.
That's the problem.
Who he really is. Because it's very difficult to find that out while you're with other people. The reason is that other people are busy all the time telling you who you are. In many, many ways. By the laws they impose on you.
Next step in the building, how's it going?
Watts,
By the things they tell you. By the fact that they always call you by your name.
Unsure.
By the fact that when you live among people you have to be in a state of
She's used a hell of a lot in all types of dance music. Talks a good hippy trippy nonsense.
Again, a lot of people struggle to find samples.
Carl Sagan.
That's the guy who talks about the universe, right? Okay, I want this track to kick. It feels like you're teasing and building. You better pop. You're halfway through. You better pop.
It's not going to pop. This is just. This is a nice mellow bit of electronica. Quite high energy electronica, but still.
Yeah, it's very fast paced. Benjamin says, "Yeah, I'm waiting for the bubble to go pop as well." We don't think it's going to happen. Search the Month are coming up. Haven't had a Surge track in for ages, and we end with Brainstem this evening. Oh, but not for a while yet. It's kind of kicking off.
I like the hook. Even though it's repetitive, it works in this particular environment because it's not overpowering.
Jesus, I'm glad you're in the building. Do we need to email you just to make sure that you're good for Clownfest 7? And if you've got an album out at the moment, chuck it my way, I'll do you a special. In fact, just chuck me all the music you've ever made and I'll do you a special.
Lots of these 50-year-olds in...
Yeah. What's that demographic?
Young'uns.
What's that demographic?
I got years on you.
Andy, I wanted that to kick. It built, and I wanted it to kick.
I tell you what it was.
Go.
That's the sort of track that you put at the start of your set, and then you build it into something else. It had a nice drip. It was warming up.
Yeah.
It's a warm-up track.
Yeah. But it drugged you in. It dragged you in.
Drugged you in. And it had a lovely hook to it, which you will remember.
Yeah.
it almost didn't need to kick because it was a warm-up track.
I don't know.
You just like everything to kick in.
Maybe another kick drum or a heavier kick drum, sort of like towards the end of the track, just to lift it a little bit more.
If that was in a DJ set, and at the end he'd actually then brought in a different track, you wouldn't have minded at all.
Yeah, no,
You'd have accepted it for what it was.
Yeah,
it's
absolutely,
a warm-up track.
absolutely. Okay, so for a warm-up track, 7.8. Oh, okay, yeah, go. Brilliant. Thank you for dragging my ass out of the fire there. Oh, yeah, there you go.
No, it started off mellow. It got more and more built up towards the end.
Yeah.
And at the end, it would have been used to sort of introduce the next track. Which would have been a bit more of a high energy track. It would have brought people in.
Yeah. I was literally marking it on what it was, not what it could potentially be in a set.
Yeah, but that's the whole point. This is dance music. Everything we listen to pretty much on this is dance. Not everything, but you know what I mean. The vast majority of what we listen to on here is dance music. And dance music tends to be put into a set. Yeah. So you've got to imagine it in that environment.
Yep. John Alchemy, ladies and gentlemen, with some trippy visuals this time. By the way, thank you, Mr. Wiggly, for pointing me in the direction of cinema mode for YouTube. It fits perfectly with what we're doing, and there's none of my what have I searched for down the side here, because that could get embarrassing.
I'm still looking for an enormous screen for you. But every time I find one, the last one I found, I mean, I'm not kidding you, it was fucking awesome. I put a metal rod through it.
Oh no!
Put it in the back of the van, loaded it up, got back, and it had just shifted, and this fucking metal rod had gone through the screen.
I bet you were heartbroken when you saw that.
And then the latest one I've got just keeps on turning itself off for no reason. So it's obviously got an electrical fault. It's really annoying. You're trying to watch something on it, and it's going to blink. And then after about 20 seconds, it goes blink back on again.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I used to have a stereo system that did that every time the sun hit it. So it was like facing that way, and the window was over there, and then literally at like about 2 o'clock, boop, on would come the stereo. I'm like, I've got a ghost every time, every day. And I was like, and then wait. John put in a track that he made about 7 years ago, I think it was, 7 or 12 years ago. Anyway, a long time ago. And it literally, you can see where he was going with it, but this is just so much more complex and full and not cluttered, and it's just really nice.
And again, it's got that steam train.
Yeah.
If I have criticism, it almost sounds like I Feel Love.
Yeah, I can hear that all over it.
Actually, it's not criticism.
No.
It's an observation again.
I think he's asking me if it was Amstrad. I need to try and figure out what that was in relation to.
To your stereo.
Oh.
Yes, I had an Amstrad. I hated it. It started eating my tapes, and so this is back in the time of little audio tapes. And in the end, I got at a temper with it, and I punched it, and punched it, and it did more damage to my fist than it did to the Amstrad.
Well, it's got those 2 points where you put the thing in, and I imagine they're connected to some sort of metally bit at the back.
You've eaten my Hawkwind tapes again! Dush, bang, bang.
Oh! And the tape player sat there all smug like, you ain't using me again. And I just injured you. How do you feel?
Yeah, don't like Amstrad.
Oh, it is a remix of I Feel Love.
It is?
Yeah. Well done, Linz. Oh, do you feel love? Yeah.
Oh, yeah, if we'd read the screen.
Yeah. Okay, so John, you did really, really well in presenting a track that is a remix that we didn't realise was a remix, and
then after we realised it, we recognised it. There we go. Which is actually what a remix should be.
Yeah. I would like a pad in the style of a voice. There is. But I think that might actually be a voice. No, it's a synth line. Perfect, John, perfect.
Yes, Inky killed his Amstrad as well. My latest stereo just occasionally just screams at me. Just nice. This sort of shot. At full volume. So you just listen to the music and it just suddenly makes this horrendous, just electronic screech noise to you that makes you jump out of your seat.
Turned this on earlier, played it, and it was playing everything at like 20 BPM. And I'm like, what the fuck is going on? What the fuck? Ableton wasn't in control to tell it to play it faster. It's like, oh, for fuck's sake, I wasted 20 minutes there. Have we had a break? Have we had a breakdown? I don't think we have.
No.
John, I feel that a break is something that's... Yeah, because we're now about to break the track down. I feel like your tracks could do with like a pause during, just in the middle of it. You've got the steam train down to a T. Now give us a little break before you give us the steam train again.
So what you're saying is in the middle he could have broken it right down, taken the steam train out, twisted it up a little bit, and then brought the steam train back in again, and that would have made it more of an emphasis. It would have made it more, what's the word? We would have appreciated the steam train more, because rather than being there all the time, we would have been hungry for it.
Yeah, I think literally you could have pulled that out with literally just the voice or synth pad that you were using for her voice.
Yeah, just a pad for a bit.
And then back into the steam train. As it is, great track, giving you an 808, mate. You know, actually, I'll give you a 9 because it's live.
Oh, it was live?
Yeah.
Oh, well.
Yeah. John Alchemy, ladies and gentlemen, if you like your music live and you like it like a steam train, get on over to his YouTube page or his SoundCloud page or whatever. I think
he says, yes, he needs a break, but only after 15 minutes.
Yeah, this is true. Okay. Oh, this is Actionless Loveless again. Should we allow 2 tracks in?
Too late to start playing it.
It's a minute long, so I don't have to mark it, so we'll let it go. I preferred it to the other one. It's got more aggression.
It's got grungy guitars in it.
Yeah.
I don't think enough use is made of grungy guitars.
I agree.
I was messing around on my mate's setup, and he has one of the specs is Rammstein distortion.
Okay.
And you can put anything through Rammstein distortion and it sounds fantastic.
Thankfully, I don't have to mark that.
Well, if it's less than 2 minutes long, we don't do it.
It's a noodle, or you know, it's not, you know, so it's less. It's a minute long, minute and 9 seconds long. Interesting idea. Could have definitely made it longer. Preferred it to the other one you put in though. There's more aggression in it. Anything? Don't forget.
I've already made my comment. The world needs more distorted guitar.
It really does. Yeah. Don't forget the Clown Jaws has an album out. Not only do we have an album out, but we have a piece of artwork out that was created by Darren Cole. There is the artwork. You can purchase this artwork and get a free copy of the album. You can also purchase our EP if you so desire to, which is the musical thing we did before. We did the album Horrible Bottom. Right, next up. So yeah, 2 tracks in one night. Fuck you know. Demanter. Expect this to be crazy. Calls himself Pogo Tech. I don't know if you've noticed in the group, I managed to snag a bot, and this bot is still talking to me. Why you not talk to me? Probably because you're not who you say you are.
Yes.
Interesting. Not what I expected. Really expected a 4-4. Yeah, don't do that. This is a massive difference to the stuff that we usually get from Surge.
Using every single bit of the audio spectrum here, isn't he? There's really deep noises, there's really, really high-pitched noises.
It works though.
Oh, it does.
It really works.
No, it's actually very clever. It sounds very sophisticated.
Oh, go on, Serge. Just have a quick count whilst you listen to Surge. About an hour and a half. Oh, Gaz, why didn't you say you had a track in the show? I would have played it whilst you were online. The beat is fucking brutal. There's nothing to it, but it's brutal.
Again, though, it's one of those, it sounds deceptively simple, but it's not. That's a very, very spiky waveform.
Yeah. Remnants of Daft Punk, rolling and scratching. Oh, Serge, this might be my favourite track from you, mate.
Yes, it is very good.
We've had kind of a weird, breaky kind of show tonight. Sprinkled with some techno.
We have, but this is very clever.
Yeah, Prof Dicta beat, slap a line on it, at least.
It's not the notes, it's the space between the notes that makes the music. It's not the notes, it's the space between the notes that makes
Rib mode's got a good point. Another glitch territory tune, respectfully
done. Yeah. Serge the Mounter knows how to make music. This guy is a genius. So yeah, stick with a 9, I think. Possibly even like a 9.5 on it. Just awesome. Great concept for a track, Demounter, and not what I expected from you at all.
So well constructed.
Yeah, literally.
You know,
well,
painfully precise.
Well, I have issues with this.
That little bit
it's
there.
not the notes, it's the space between the notes that makes the music.
I agree with the sample. I just think it's a little too empty. There's nothing there now. But it does emphasise that comeback.
It does. Yeah, I don't know. It made me hungry for the beat to come
back in. Yeah. Surge 909, mate. Great fucking track. Track.
Almost painfully precise. I felt like I was being pricked with needles sometimes.
Yes.
Which,
sharp.
in a good way.
Sharp sound.
Sharp. Yes.
Okay, so next up we have it's Teegold. Unfortunately, he's been out of action with work and stuff at the moment, so he hasn't put much in recently. First off, I'm going to say it could do with a little bit of a master, but you are on YouTube, so
nice shuffle going on.
And give it a bit of volume for us.
Yeah.
Do it again. Nope. There you go. See, that's my problem. I want them every 4, and then they just become the same. There's no,
Yeah, then you have to have something else to put in instead.
Yeah, and then it just becomes too cluttered, and you're putting too much in.
I understand that completely.
Especially when I'm playing live. Oh, we have 4 bars. Shit, I'm going to do something. No. Like, he's back.
Needs a master to bring those samples up.
It's on YouTube, Joe, so it's probably some sort of crazy compression going on.
guys, it's a great show. We must do this more often. What, twice a week?
We did that last week and it damn near killed me. Hey!
There's a lot going on, but you basically can't hear it because it's compressed, or the mix is wrong, or it has to be mastered, whatever.
Yeah, it's a bit low in.
The shuffling beat is taking over, and it's a really good shuffling beat, but
everything under it.
There's a lot going on, and I can't hear it. I want to.
Jim Prendergast or Fuzzy?
Okay, D-Map.
What's that?
I must attend more often as well. It's been like, what, 2.5, 3 months since I was last here. I mean, I was doing it like, what, once every 3 weeks?
Yeah, if not a bit more regular.
And then I sort of drifted away.
Shit happened, is what happened there. Shit happened. Life got in the chuffing way.
I had a personal crisis. No, I was just too lazy to come along for a bit. I just didn't feel up for it.
Yeah, I know that feeling.
You know?
Okay, so Duncan Maybury has kindly put some stems up for remix. I will see if I can put these somewhere else a little bit later in the thank you post tomorrow, maybe. But there is some stems for a remix for a Naga 78 track. I thoroughly recommend you get your asses over there and do that.
I feel like I'm missing out on this track.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, there's stuff too far
buried.
away. Yeah.
It's got good groove.
If a little bit relentless.
Inky the cat. Matt, they take no prisoners round here. This is where we go over to Fluffy Hardware Jams. And Hostapol says Hardware Jam's ruder cousin. You are not wrong. You are not wrong. In fact, somebody else high up in a group was like, "Can you deal with this guy? Because like we don't want to be rude to him." I'm like, "Yep, I can do that."
Yeah, the beat is rolling nicely. It's a really good beat. It's got a lovely shuffle that makes it interesting. But that's all I can really hear.
All the buffering should be over now. I was downloading something. I realised that was a daft thing to do whilst something was playing, but you know, I committed and off it went.
Your pipe is not fat enough.
No, clearly not. Clearly not. So yeah, please grab Duncan Maybury's files. Yeah, we're over the freezy now, don't worry. Okay, I don't want to be mean about this track. So I'll let you.
I'm hungry for more. It's a really good shuffle, and I can hear these things in the background, but they're so buried. The beat has completely overtaken everything else. I feel cheated.
Yes.
Because that's got a really good steam train shuffle along sound to it. Yep. You know?
The techno bass underneath it is fine. But I honestly think that it needs a little shuffle in the mix.
It was relentless.
Yeah.
So yeah, it could do with a breakdown in the middle.
Yeah.
Just to give us a
breath from it.
Space. Yeah. But there was a lot going on that I couldn't hear.
Yeah.
I just got those faint little echoes of it.
Oh,
I mean, there was a vocal sample in there. I think it was a vocal sample, but I couldn't hear it at all.
It's going to be the lowest score of the night, and I really don't want to have to do it.
Yeah, but we're scoring it on the basis of the mix, not on the basis of the track. The track has got it's good.
Massive potential. Track's got potential. Groove is there. I mean, not even muddy, but just subdued. Like, everything felt really subdued.
I would say it was more down to the fact that the rhythm was just up here, and all the other sounds were right down here in terms of the mix.
Yeah. Teegold, welcome back, and I'm really sorry.
No, we haven't criticised the track. That's the whole point. It's the mix.
Yeah.
You know. And at the end of the day, we're not saying we don't like the track. What we're saying is we want to hear more of the track. It's positive criticism.
Yes. Okay, so whilst we're in promo mode, here is...
So for my next URL challenge, I'd like to see y'all make one track using one sample phrase. In the comments below, I've provided a Venture Brothers clip, and in it has a lot of great sound effects, a lot of great dialogue, a lot of great background music even, some good sample material there. So the thing here is, you can use any hardware you want, any software you want, any method of arranging the sounds to make your track that you want. But all of the sounds your track consists of have to originate from something you captured in that Venture Brothers clip. So all of your bass, your drums, your synths, effects, whatever, all of it has to originate from something you sampled out of that Venture Brothers clip. So let's see the bangers y'all can come up with. Let's see how creative y'all can get. Let's see them skills, man. Put them out there. Let's see them.
So basically, the challenge is we'll supply a Venture Brothers clip for you. You pull everything that you use to make your track out of that Venture Brothers clip, post it into the thread that I've just posted on YouTube, and it's all over Facebook, and we'll get it. It's also on the Clownfest site as well. So yeah, we'll supply a Venture Brothers clip, 6 minutes and 11 seconds long. You pull elements out of that and make a track with it. So if you want a kick drum in there, that kick drum has got to come out of that sample phrase. If you want a hi-hat, if you want a snare, if you want a ride, that's all got to come out of there. Now, JG Thirlwell does the music there, so there is a lot of music material in the background, and there is also some funny vocal snippets because it's Brock Sampson from the Venture Brothers.
What's the Venture Brothers?
Let me see if I can... This is actually... No, not that. This is actually a good test. I want to see if Adult Swim or the Venture Brothers are going to pull this.
The Sainsbury's quality you expect is now price matched to Aldi. Try tender lamb chops for just £3.49. With fresh kale, only 63p.
So this is the Venture Brothers. It's a cartoon.
Find hundreds of Sainsbury's products
yes, it's
now
a
price matched to Aldi.
Sainsbury's. Go shop there.
Brock, born Omaha, Nebraska to a single mother. Half Swedish, quarter Polish, quarter Winnebago. You lost your virginity at 14, have one brother, and you enjoy motocross.
So this is like best of Brock Sampson.
Wait a minute!
Okay.
There's no reason to... Oh!
So like right there, you've almost got your kick, you know, just pitch it down a little bit.
Still ain't done with him. That's showing him who's boss, Brocco!
Was that really necessary?
You have to defile a mummy completely or they come back to life, you know that.
So this is Brock Sampson. Again, they're like 6 minutes long, there's loads of noises in here.
Loads of noises.
Yeah. Like I say, JG Thirlwell does the...
to prey on their fear. Move
my
like
favourite scene.
To feel the kill.
Alright, now you're scaring me. What's going on?
I don't know, but judging from these goggles, it's the guild. Seems like you made it to the big league. What'd you do?
Nothing. I was just sitting here watching the worst porno ever. Is that a head?
We're not so different.
So yeah, that's the Venture Brothers, and I thoroughly recommend if you haven't seen the Venture Brothers, that you literally go and check them out because they're fucking. It's a great show. By the way, the Clown Jewels got an album out. I don't know if you've noticed. Might even play another track later on in the show, and I have no idea where we are. By the way, Teegold said he will improve the audio on that track and put it back in. Brilliant, that's what we want you to do. Okay, so this is Valdi. I'm pretty sure I'm not saying it right. V-L-A-D-Y. Valdi. No?
That's close enough.
Yeah, he said it was wrong, so... Professor thinks to me, I've never had an ad blocker, mate. In fact, it's kind of, you know, it's a staple that at some point within the show we're going to get an ad.
Yeah. It'd just be really nice if the people whose advert we actually showed suddenly decided to sponsor us in some way.
Yeah, give us some cash, innit? Give us some
even
cash.
if they gave us some comfy seats, it would be nice.
Small enough. Like, I'm looking at kid seats because you're not going to get, you know, I'm on a little fucking box right now.
Yes.
Oh. Isn't it? I get the feeling, because Stevie used one of these at the castle, or similar, and the lushness is coming from there. The sounds that come out of these are just absolutely awesome.
I was just about to say what it needs is a little high-pitched thing to come in, and a little high-pitched thing came in, and it's like, you got it!
That's what I'm saying. Oh, Val D. What was I saying?
Hang on a sec. It's Vladdy.
Yeah, I know. I see. When I thought it was V Lady to start off with, and like literally, so we got semi down to where it needs to be.
I see it as Vlad with a Y.
Oh yeah, Vladdy.
Vladdy.
Yeah. But apparently it's Val D.
Yeah.
I'm sure I was saying that. Val D.
No,
Val
D. Vladdy. It's VL, so it's Vla.
Yeah, no, but pronunciation is VALD.
Oh right.
Yeah, I know. I can't turn it up. You've got to do that your end. Otherwise, I'll trip my levels.
It sounds. It's evocative of another
track, genre, style,
but all of it. Quite a euphoric, atmospheric sound. It's that low string sound. That's reminding me of something. I really like it. Again, it's a nice little melodic hook that you'll remember.
The drums sound like they're an 808 or a 909, and I just find them so basic. They sound like a 909 or an 808, you know. They just.
Yeah.
I bet it's not. I bet I'm wrong.
Sometimes a very simple drum sound is what you need, though.
No, apparently Inky is wrong.
Because Inky says it's Valdi, and it's. I'm just going
to call you V.
It's Vladdy.
No, V. Literally. Somebody else was like, I've put a track in. I'm interested to know how you're going to pronounce my last name. Badly. Very, very badly.
Mind if we call you Bruce to avoid confusion?
Yeah. Literally. Everybody tonight is now called Bob. That's the end of that.
Funnily enough, the Iceland volcano
is called Bob.
It's called Bob.
No.
Yeah, seriously. When it first started, because it was called something like Fagrasafjell volcano, and I can't, and that's a complete mashup.
Nobody could pronounce it.
So everybody online decided sort of simultaneously to call it Bob.
Bob.
Yeah. So it was,
I love humans. Yeah. We're awesome, aren't we? Okay, so we are coming up to the last minute of the track, and I've got to say it was absolutely beautiful. It was absolutely lovely. It's not really my thing, but to get that kind of clear sound coming out of hardware is not easy, and you did it beautifully.
It's nice.
If I was going to mark you on like production and stuff like that, you're probably getting a 9 point something. Personal preference is just going to knock it down to about a solid 8 for me, which, you know, ain't that bad actually. Lindsay, you're kind of into your forest.
I'm trying to think what it reminds me of.
Okay.
It reminds me of something that I really like, but I can't remember what it is. See, this is the problem, you know, when you get old, you start losing your memory.
You really, really do.
This sounds familiar, but I can't remember what it is. But because it reminds me of something, it feels warm and familiar.
Yeah. Very,
which endears it to me.
Yeah.
So, you know, perhaps my comments would be a little bit more generous than they would, but I really liked it.
Good. No, I'm glad you did, because again, for me, that the light and the fluffy stuff, which is absolutely beautiful, sounds lovely and so, but just like kind of misses me by a little bit. So it's nice to have somebody in here who can appreciate that kind of stuff. Yeah. Okay, so that was V. No, it wasn't. It was Bob. And up next we have Bob. So Bob the engineer. He can fix it, yes he can. He's going to give us a little tickle of techno. This guy's stuff's good. It's got a lot of presence already. Even I need to turn it down in the studio a little bit. Engineer whose track this is gave Bob 8 cats. Inky the cat gave Bob 10 cats. Bob said that was lovely sounds there. Electronic Side says rock on Bob. Hello. Already I'm there at the front of the, like, yay, let's go.
Yeah, it's got me moving.
A lot of people get called Bob right there.
Bob Van Hoove says, who's Bob?
Bob was the last person who played. And Bob is also this person.
Bobbo.
Join me, myself, Bob, and my co-host, Bob.
Yeah, it got to the point where people who were sort of watching the volcano started being called the Bob Nation. it's like Clown Crew. You know, we were Bob Nation.
Bob Nation, woohoo! Yeah, I don't know if you've noticed, or even if you're friends with Lindsay, but she's been away with her partner to Iceland recently.
Iceland, yeah.
And literally, you should have seen the posts. Rock! Pond!
I'm a rock hound. Yeah. I like my geology. And yeah, it was just like, it was, what was that, a geologasm.
Yeah. I love making up words. But yeah, literally, it was like,
I brought back some lava. In fact, I brought back about 10 pieces.
I'll bet you did.
I've given them to all those people.
I bet you have.
Hilarious.
In fact, Warren's grandchild got a little bit of lava rock.
Yeah.
From Bob. In fact, it wasn't Warren, it was Bob.
Yes.
So Bob gave Bob's grandson, Bob, a nice blob of lava.
Yes. Lovely acid line.
Yeah, lovely acid line. Bit, I want to say dated, but that's not the wrong word. It sounds like it was made back in the day, you know.
It's a traditional acid line.
Yeah.
It's good old-fashioned traditional acid line.
I mean, it's not far away from acid house, but it's more in the techno box. Yeah. I knew you were going to say that.
That's very acid house, I would say.
Yeah. I agree with that.
Which I used to listen to a lot of.
Yeah, because there was a lot of it about at the time, right?
And I really liked it.
Did you ever have the Renaissance CDs?
I have no idea. I had loads of stuff, but I just played it. Do you know what I mean? I never even looked.
Put that on. Will Joseph says, Inky, you are now Bobcat. I think that's the only exception to the rule we shall allow.
Sorry, Inky. We'll shut up for a minute.
Inky says, stop laughing, this track is good. This is what we're here for, Inky. If you think this track is good, ask me for a link, or hop on over to the Clownfest webpage, and I'll supply you with one, so that you can go and tell him how you feel about this. Would I change anything about the track? No.
It's a really good choice of little arpeggio going on. That higher register arpeggio is perfect.
I think the whole thing is placed nicely. It sounds like it's like classic acid house. Actually, engineer, Professor Dictaby, talk to this guy. This is almost acid house. Are you still in the building?
Was a moment ago.
Yeah. Jesus says people build houses next to active volcanoes and then wonder why there is lava in the living room. Yes, humans are stupid, but
if you build your house next to a volcano, you also can have geothermal heating your radiators and geothermal energy powering your lights, and it's warm and cheap.
Yeah.
And the soil is really fertile. And if you're an Icelander, then you tend to be tough and you don't worry about lava in the living room.
I think what Lindsay's saying is we should all move up to Iceland because it's a better style of living.
I don't know about better. It appealed to me. There was something dramatic about it. As I said, so I'm going to shut up because this is a really good track. Sorry.
Got it. Yeah, dope track, engineer. And if Professor Dictaby is around, you should definitely talk to him. There he is. I'm looking for electro. There you go, fella. Literally. Acid house electro style. That was lovely. If you want to get the engineer on board, I think you totally should. Criticism?
No. That's my point. I'm finding it difficult to find
something wrong with it.
fault with this track at all.
I was literally about to say we're about a minute from the end now and I didn't get bored. It was very classic acid, sounded like back in the day. Go on.
No, talking too much.
Yeah, we were laughing a little bit. Solid 9, I think. Really, really good. really, really good.
It makes me happy, this track. It lifts your spirits. It's a lovely track. This would be a good track to drive through the night to.
Yeah, it's kind of sexy. It's a good track, fella. It's a really, really good track. I'm going to stop you there because Professor Dick in the Beat, says, I am looking for old school electro artists to become part of my collective. So, if you're an old school electric artist that wants to become a part of Mando's collective, then please get in contact with Mando. Mando, do we get pictures of your penis if we join your collective? Is it a requirement that we send you pictures of our anus if we want to become part of your collective? And if it's not, I don't think I want him.
It's always genitals with you, isn't it?
But in a nice way. Right, Gaz, I wish you'd have said you had a track in the show, in the thread for this one, because I would have played it earlier. As it stands, we're going to have to listen to it without you, which kind of doesn't feel quite as special.
Oh, well.
Yes, oh, well. And I think, I looked at this the other day and I thought, shall I listen? No, he's bound to put it in. So here we have Gaz and Wood, all the way from Australia, which doesn't exist. Who commented? Security Goat. We haven't seen Security Goat for a while. Anyway, I'll shut up, you can listen to. I think this is an Akai Force or 1 or something.
That sounds like a crisis, Benjamin. Hope everything turns out all right. Oh God!
What's going on?
Possession of 10 grams of shrooms in Texas.
Oh God!
Yeah. That's not good.
10 grams of mushrooms is fucking nothing. It's like a good night as well, which pisses me off.
This is the UK, not Texas.
Yeah.
John Alchemy. I'm not sure that's entirely true.
What did John say?
Well, Greenland was named, as far as I know, was named Greenland by the early Viking settlers to encourage other people to come to Greenland because of overcrowding on Iceland and the original Scandinavia. And Iceland is actually just a corruption of island, as in Iceland. The natives call it Island, which is just island. But I could be wrong, and there could be conflicting viewpoints.
We need Google.
Yeah. Yeah. Actionless agrees with me.
So I stood firm on the fact that the sandwich was made by the Earl of Sandwich, and Matt Lewis was like, no, it's not, and rammed the real reason down my throat. I'm like, all right. So I got misinformation, and I believed it. Shocker in these day and ages, right?
I'm gonna have to look this up.
Yeah. There's a computer there if you want to. Literally.
Yeah.
Reg Edit has to step out, but that is not a problem, fella. Thank you very much for tuning in. Benjamin said Texas is way behind, and Tony Duncan said being a Texan, yep, it's way behind. I'm going to say nothing.
It frightens me.
I'm going to say nothing of Mr. Acoustic Techno.
I've only been to America once. Yes, it was scary.
I stayed in not JFKS, but the other one, George Bush's airport for about 16 hours, and it was the most comfortable 16 hours of my fucking life.
Uncomfortable.
Yeah. Absolutely horrific.
I was in North Carolina.
Oh,
you think you got problems?
Gaz, that was a lovely track. A little bit light for me.
That was lush.
Yeah, but literally, you know,
Very limited kit?
Yes, very limited kit. Well, you say limited kit, it's pretty much Ableton in a box.
Okay.
You can literally do just about anything you want with the Force or the One. It's a ridiculous piece of kit, which is where the 707 fell down when it's literally, like, it's not even a groove box. I don't know what it is. It's a synth for me now, 8 synths. Gaz, I'm going to give you a solid 8 on that one. Was beautiful, flowed really, really nicely, a little bit too light for me. However, Lindsay loved it.
Yes, I did.
Yeah, and probably, if you were marking it, probably give it a 9 or something.
There's been quite a few tracks tonight that have been mellow, but I think I'm in a bit of a mellow mood at the moment.
Yeah, I think. Yeah, no, I agree. I agree. Okay. Oh, it's grid mode, I think. What are we going to get from grid mode? Yes, it is. Doesn't really work for Facebook.
Yeah.
Oh, we're loud. And we stopped. Jack, do me a favour. Next time you do this and you go online and do this, can you chuck it to YouTube, because it'll just be loads more stable. And if you feel like it at that point, give it a little bit of a master as well. So nothing much. I'm helping you out here. If you put it to YouTube, master it a little bit, it'll sound better and play easier. Professor Dick DeBeat says the MPC Live 2 is pretty much everything in a box. It's a full-on production system. It's a powerhouse. How much does it cost, Prof? Touch muddy, but I think that's the compression you're getting. Jesus, the trick to successful illegal drug taking is not getting caught, basically.
Yes.
I will agree with that one.
Or to live in Portugal.
Yeah. Apparently it's £1,000 for the MPC2 Live, but then when this thing was released, it was £920, and it is literally a billion miles away from what the Force can do. It's a great box, I love it. It's not a groove box. It's like Teegold's track from earlier. Everything is here, but it's just two in the background and a little bit muffled to be able to hear it properly. Oh, okay, I might be wrong. He's just building it up.
Yeah.
Sorry, Jack, I'm totally wrong, mate. You're just building it up. 7-minute track, dude.
So I'm reading Benjamin's post, and it's not horrifying.
Not getting any better for the poor kid.
No, it's not.
Yeah. 10 grams of mushrooms is nothing. 10 grams of oh, people have killed themselves on mushrooms. People kill themselves walking down the street every fucking day. What are you going to do, van life? It's just fucking insane. 10 grams of mushrooms is nothing. I definitely think there's some sort of issue going on. You can hear it kind of coming up in volume a little bit, coming down.
Yeah, there was a little glitch earlier with the volume suddenly changed.
Jizu says, I did drugs for over 40 years and never got caught. Luckily, nice fella, I'm sure, but needed to be a bit more careful, perhaps.
Yeah, it's so easy to say that.
The problem is, any teenager these days is going to have some sort of illegal substance on them. It's just, it's just the way it is. So literally, all the police need to do is go, that one.
Yeah.
And they find somebody who's got some drugs on them. It's fucking ridiculous.
Yeah. The problem is, this is the States, and being caught like that as a youngster and can ruin your entire life.
Yeah.
Because it basically puts you into the prison system. Well, I just hope the best for him.
Yes. Nobody towards that, especially over fucking mushrooms. Oh wow, look at the universe, it's amazing. That's illegal, but it's beautiful. Don't like that, whatever's going on there. I think it's a tune. There's something you hit the tune button and not the cut off button or something.
Maybe.
I'm still sticking with my it's kind of muddy. But it's not at the same time. You've got clarity on the hi-hats and stuff, but the kick feels really muddy.
Yeah, the kick is very muddy. But it's live.
Brain Sniff informs us that 10 grams of Welsh mushrooms is about 300. That's a hefty trip. Yep.
Really?
You want to go for more? I remember when I was in Amsterdam and mushrooms were illegal, I did 2 of the strongest pots, one after the other. I don't recommend it. We had a mirror in the hotel and it looked like it was like into the net, and I spent literally like an hour just touching the mirror. Omar Frazzle says streams are free on Kylorns.
Benjamin, don't tell us anymore, it's just so depressing.
Oh dear, that's not good. See, I like this now, it's got on proper pacing.
Yeah.
I don't know what you've done to it, but you've literally lifted it.
The hi-hat's really quite doubled.
Engineer says that kick clashes with the sub, I think. Maybe grid mode could get some not compression. Fuck, sidechain going on.
Yeah. But remember, Benjamin, that you're talking about Silicide cubensis, not Silicide seminarciata.
Oh, yeah. Literally, you just came to the table and went, oh yeah, I know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, it's just that, that's 300 as opposed to 100, but Silicide cubensis are much, much fatter.
Yeah.
Whereas the Liberty caps, the Silicide seminarciata. I'm not even going to try and say it again. I'm going to get it wrong. Liberty caps are much smaller.
Gridmode informs us that this was a pissed off after work tune. Good therapy. Yes, it is.
No, it is good therapy. And it's got a real drive to it now. It's surprising.
Talking about the same thing. She's like, I'm thinking about getting a drum kit. I'm like, yeah, good idea. Yeah. DJing for me used to get all that energy out, and that's where that went.
Well, as I said, I'm a drummer. I used to play drums. I've been in bands and I played drums, and I'm quite good at it. And I thought, I can apply that to Ableton. No.
You can, but
eventually,
it's so different. It's so different. Like my 2 rigs, the Hybrid 23 and the Beast That Never Sleeps, just like to completely different approaches to making music, how it feels whilst you're doing it. Like with the Beast, I can jam for hours on like a 4-bar loop, whereas with Ableton, I don't do that. Weird, anyway. Jack, great tune. Got nice and hectic towards the end. Tiny touch muddy. Tiny touch long as well. Maybe you made us wait for the variation towards the end.
Yeah. Yes. I mean, let's be honest. When it started off, we thought there was something wrong with it.
Yeah.
And then it all came in, and it was like, oh no, it's just deliberately like that. Yeah. But I agree. The bass, the kick drum was a bit dead.
Yeah.
And
just sounded mud.
And just. There was a sub sound underneath that was almost inaudible, and yet somehow the kick drum interfered with it. I don't know, but it was.
It was a good track, groovy.
Yeah, I'm coming home from work and need to get rid of my pent-up anxieties track, and let's face it did the job.
If I was on a dance floor dancing to that, I would be dancing to it quite comfortably, but I would be like, is there something wrong with the system? Is what I'd be thinking when that track came in, first of all. Other than that, did I give you... I'll go solid 8. I think... there we are. Danger Trio by Squirrel. This is a private track. This guy's production is just phenomenal. It's one of the PBM TV crew. A bit more dubstep. of a nursery rhyme.
It reminds me of another dubstep track that has a similar sort of sound. Two dubstep tracks in the same.
Yeah, I know.
Dubstep for ages.
Yeah, Craig Lucky's just come back. He came back about 3 months ago, and this guy came through the PBM TV crew when we joined them maybe about 6 months ago now. But it needs to do something. Like dubstep for me is great, and it makes you give you bass face instantly.
Yeah,
but
it doesn't move enough. It doesn't move me.
Yeah, it gives
always,
me bass
It always
face.
leaves me feeling slightly dissatisfied. It's very playful for dubstep.
Yes. Jesus says nursery rhyme was my first thought. We're on the same wavelength.
Yeah, I have a problem with nursery rhymes.
Really?
Whenever I'm in an illegal state of mind, I'm convinced they're mixing nursery rhymes into the track. I can hear it. Daisy. I'm going to go to the DJ and I'm going to say, I know what you're doing. You can imagine him going, yeah, mate, right.
Okie Music says more typos. Don't know what that's in reference to. Jack San Johnny says I love this one. Jesus, I'm getting evil Teletubbies from space. See, yeah, Search Matter, how about those same sounds for some techno builds?
Yeah, this is it. I love dubstep sounds, and I think dubstep sounds and crunchy guitar sounds should be put into techno.
Yeah,
more often.
Professor Dick DeVito is off. Catch you later, my man.
This is so playful.
Yeah. Like I say, it reminded me of a nursery rhyme, so fits perfectly. Gonna give you a solid 8. Dubstep's not really my thing, but you did it well. You did it nicely.
Yeah. It didn't take itself too seriously. I like that.
Yeah, I like that in music too. Otherwise, it just gets, you get too bogged down with business techno at that point.
Yeah, I mean, and I think dubstep and drum and bass to a slightly lesser extent has a bit of a sort of what's the
Choosing
word?
the perfect Christmas gift for a whiskey lover.
Go.
Little gangster type attitude that is not real and is quite pathetic sometimes. You know.
Oh, 9 tracks left. Oh, yeah. Oh.
And that didn't at all. That didn't take itself too seriously, and it was lovely because of it.
Yeah. Someone said bro step for one of the ones that you put in last time.
Bro step.
Yeah, it's like dubstep. Yeah, it's like
Bro-step?
It's a thing. It's a thing. It's a thing. It's okay. So we literally have a sausage for 7 minutes.
What?
Yeah. Get ready. It's gonna go boom.
Oh, I see what you mean by the sausage.
Yeah. It's gonna go boom. I get the feeling that's all it's gonna do.
So this is a head in the bass bins track,
Yes. This is I've done too much ketamine track.
Yeah. Somebody's done all the amphetamines.
Omar, I definitely will not stuff my turkey with cat litter. In fact, I'll probably get a crown because it's just easier to cook.
Inky's on my side.
What's Inky saying?
More guitars in techno.
Yeah, I agree. I've tried 2 bassists and unfortunately they don't stick around.
You don't need a bassist, you need a rhythm guitarist.
Yeah, well, I'm a rhythm guitarist. I need me. Can I get a clean of
But that sort of you can get with rhythm guitar. That's what you need because you can actually use that instead of some of the other punchy bits. Relentless. Rhythm and soloists. Okay.
I tried, but like even sat here bopping, like I need a break. There we go. There's no kick drum.
The thing is, there might be no kick drum, but somehow it's managed to get even more frantic.
Yeah.
Whoa.
It reminds me of the NT but controlled. And the NT's wild. There might be some sort of tempo drift going on there.
I don't know whether it's tempo drift
or intentional.
It's put through a delay and it's just all interfering with itself. Yeah. This at a warehouse would be mental.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yes. There would be people flopping around like dying fish. Yeah, absolutely. It has its head in the basement stuff.
Say it is a big sausage. We did get a break. It wasn't very long.
But it wasn't really a break. It was a change in pace. The bass drum disappeared, but then it came in with a, you know, so it actually became even more frantic.
Like literally, I can't. Anyone want to take a guess as to what fucking BPM that is?
Gardner.
One's giving it a 909. It's got to be 180, right?
I'll just say it's 180, yeah, 180, 185, something like that. It's not 190.
Yeah, for what I thought was going to be a sausage and have absolutely no variation in there at all. There was
lots of variation. It was just utterly relentless.
Yeah, utterly.
I can't criticise it for being utterly relentless because that's what it was meant to be.
Yeah. It, like I'm getting old because even like just jigging around to that right now, and I'm like, oh my god.
Yeah.
Like so, it being in a club, it just loses me. So I think I'm going to give you a solid 8 for the fact that it was so relentless. Yet you did have some sort of variation going on in there.
Yes.
Do you think 7 minutes and 57
Is Yenti involved in this?
No, he isn't. But these two should definitely collab. Yenti's from Belgium, and this guy's from like Latvia or Sweden or somewhere like that. I think
somewhere that isn't where Yenti's from. Is that what you're saying?
Yes.
Because you know, Latvia and Sweden, they couldn't be more different. Really.
It's one of those countries like Estonia, maybe. Aren't these all in the same sort of area? My geography is shite. By the way, Klein Jewels, we have an album out. If you'd like to go and purchase it, please do. Oh, Shadow Guys. You're up for something different. This is Guy Thackenham's new, and I think this is what you're getting for Clownfest. Oh, I have subscribed. They're playing the Unplugged Day. It's Eddie Vedder voice, isn't it? It's also almost Chris Cornell. Pearl Jam, Soundgarden.
Yes, Soundgarden, yes. The wind and thunder and the rain, it's driving you
insane. Actionless Loveless with the facts. I'm not going to read them out because it's very long. If you want to see it, read it. Vocals could do with a touch of processing there. They sounded very dry.
They could certainly do with processing when they were doing the harmony.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a lovely, refreshing tracking here. I knew this was going to happen as soon as I saw the name. I think they're going to get down really, really well on Christmas Day at the Unplugged event for Clownfest. So once you're all stuffed full of turkey and bored with the Queen's speech and neighbours and EastEnders and Hollyoaks or whatever the fuck it is people watch these days, tune in for Clownfest. interactive. Your drop, I'll drop you a copy now.
Don't be afraid, and I'm
Something else I want to read.
Don't be afraid.
Rabid Bat, who loved the crazy acid core track, is this is great, catchy as fuck. I think just the tweaking on the vocals in some places is my only criticism.
Yeah, I'm never sure what to do with vocals.
There was a bit where it kind of auto-tuned and it kind of went down and then up. I don't think it needed to go down. Now the vocals are lovely. Yeah.
Some of the harmonies are better than others.
Yes.
And I don't think it's because of the actual standard of singing. I think it was just the choice of a particular harmonisation.
Yeah.
I don't even know about the processing.
Jonathan Arks Cross has just joined us and said, it felt like a Wednesday. Definitely a Tuesday. Jonathan Arks Cross says, Montford in the house. The people's choice.
Toothache's beginning to kick in.
Get some painkillers. I was literally doing like 1, 2 every 3 hours. Yeah, that's it. Hate toothache. Action says a bit of auto-tune might be needed on the vocals. There was some in there. There was.
You reckon?
Yeah, no, there definitely was.
I'm not
I couldn't
sure.
point it out.
Okay.
There definitely was.
I mean, I hate to say you need auto-tune on the vocals because what you're basically saying is your vocals are out of tune.
Yeah, you suck.
And I don't know. There was a particular bit of harmony where, when the two of them are singing and putting on a slightly grittier voice, the harmony works perfect.
Yeah,
but there was a bit where one of them was singing with a slightly grittier voice and the other one was singing with that more mellow voice that was at the start.
Okay.
And the two clashed somehow, just for about a second.
Yeah, it wasn't very long.
And then it went back to working perfectly well again.
Yeah.
So it wasn't so much the fact that they were out of tune or anything like that. It was the fact that one was projecting with a slightly grittier style.
Yeah.
The backing vocalist was projecting with a slightly grittier style, but the lead vocalist was still singing with the more mellow style that he started off with. And the two didn't quite work together just for about a second.
I'm still going to give you a solid 8 on it. I think it was great.
Oh, it was brilliant.
The production was really, really good. There was some tiny little timing issue with the drums, but if they're live, you're gonna have to expect that, you know. Yeah, and I think that's what we're saying about the vocals as well. We're so used to that polished, in-tuned sound, you know, and it's like, screw it. If that's how you want to do it.
Yeah, this is it.
So yeah, solid 8. Don't forget, Clown Jewels.
It's almost like one of those subliminal. Do you know what I mean? It appears for a screen.
Yeah, go.
I must go and buy the Clown Jewels
album. Yes, buy the Clown Jewels album. Buy the Clown Jewels album.
Bob Dylan made a whole career out of not singing in tune. Bob Dylan made a whole career out of not singing. He just. What's the word? It wasn't singing.
It's just.
It's like he aimed for a note, missed, and then went over the top and fell down the other side.
Yeah. And there was a new kid around as well, and they were like, "Oh, he sounds just like Bob Dylan." Why would you want to do that? You know? Oh, he sounds just like Bob Dylan. Bob sounded fucking awful in the first place.
I don't know about awful because some of his, I quite like some of the sort of stuff he does, but you know,
before my time in Jamaica,
but it was Bob Dylan.
Sounds horrible.
A lot of his stuff I really dislike. But there's a couple of tracks you just think, well, it just works because it's Bob Dylan.
Yeah. I mean, it's a fucking institution, classic.
Yeah, and I think, institution. There you go.
It's like you can't diss David Bowie, but I fucking hate it.
David Bowie in Labyrinth, perfect. David Bowie in everything else, shite.
I read a breakdown of that. The other day. It's a lot darker. Every goblin in that city is a child that got left there. Because, yeah. And
didn't you know that?
No.
Right.
And each character in it that she meets is actually Sarah herself as well, but mutated by where she's been.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, that's why when Hoggle at the beginning says, what's your name? Sarah, figures. Or I thought it might be. Anyway, this guy said I should have a crack at pronouncing his last name, but I can't find it anywhere, so I'm not gonna.
This is lush.
You're liking this, are you?
Yeah.
Oh.
So dreamy.
I'm having real troubles keeping the levels under clipping.
Criticism.
Okay.
That slightly sawtooth synth sound there. The attack's too fierce. It's a very slightly gentler attack.
Oh, it's over.
Yeah.
Oh, 2 minutes and 30 seconds. We could almost play it again. But I'm not gonna.
No.
It missed me by, unfortunately. It did sound beautiful and lovely, but it just missed me by. It's too dreamy for me.
It wasn't dreamy enough for me.
Oh God, Jesus!
That's the point.
I love that we're so opposites.
It started out beautiful and dreamy, but that sawtooth string sound towards the end, the attack was too fierce. So you were sort of like dreaming. There it was like, oh, do you know what I mean? It was just a little bit shocking.
Yeah.
It needed to go rather than bang straight in. So I would put a slightly longer attack on that particular sound. But apart from that, I love the dreaminess of it, and it went beautifully with the video.
I'd like to see more of it. 2 minutes and 30 seconds really isn't long enough.
No, it's not long enough.
Really isn't long enough.
That could be a 20-minute set, as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah, evolving,
with lots of but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
That's that particular sort of genre.
It was called City Trip as well, so I kind of get the vibe that it was going for. The video was good with it. It was a nice art package. I'm still going to give it somewhere near an 8.
And I did like the woodblock sound as well. That sort of clock sound.
I don't think I was paying enough attention.
You obviously weren't, were you?
It was like doo-doo-doo-doo.
Yeah, no, there was a really nice little woodblock sound that just kept the rhythm interesting.
Yeah, it was lovely and beautiful. It just like lovely and beautiful is like before a show I usually listen to Megadeth. You know, so
before a show I listen to Radio 4.
yeah,
it's true because I want to listen. I don't want to listen to music on the way home because I want to come in here and listen to music. So I listen to people talking,
and I'm trying to elevate my energy. So it's quick thrash metal. Anyway, so yeah, okay, unknown member.
Grab a girl and jump around, intoxicating by the pumping sound, elated by your
another
rhythm,
short track.
As you move around,
Spellbound by
movements, spellbound thoughts.
Fess, aka written alphabetically. Okay, interesting.
Nice sub.
Intoxicating as you move around, dominating music loud, movements, spellbound thoughts, profound in this ocean of music. I drown. This how I'm feeling. Press it out, let it in, kiss now. This time around, casino feeling. Let's go in. Real vibes in the Amazon. Revive from a swan song. Bring you Armageddon in a rap song. That's not wrong. Ripping the beat, I'm owning it. It's tough, don't freak. Night six, I'll make it swim. Represent of some sorts. Enjoy the feeling without remorse. This meal doesn't freak course. Jump like a horse. Shout till you hoarse. Grab a girl and jump around. Intoxicating by the pumping sound. Elated by your rhythm.
That is French, right?
I'm trying to make it out.
Yeah.
Music loud, movements,
oh, hello.
spellbound thoughts, profound in this ocean of music. Grab and jump around, intoxicating by the pumping sound, elated by your rhythm, found intoxicating as you move around, dominating music loud, movements, spellbound thoughts, profound in this ocean of music.
Dog, shut up.
Jump like at the carnival, my arsenal, portable, lyrically analytical. Let's terminate the night like it's terminally ill, suspending vertical. My flow, cardinal, blitz beats as I go along.
Is it South African?
No, most of the words are English, but with slight strange accent.
Jump like in carnival in Rio streets, feeling the heat of entire.
I reckon that's South African.
Tonight, I guess the population increase. Grab a girl and jump around, intoxicating by the pumping sound.
Or French.
By your rhythm, found intoxicating as you move around, dominating music loud.
And I reckon it's a mix between the two.
Profound in this ocean of music, I drown. Grab a girl and jump around, intoxicating by the pumping sound, elated by your rhythm, found intoxicating as you move around, dominating music loud, movements, spellbound thoughts, profound in this ocean of music, I drown. A mind beat, move along, you 60 beats, feel the beat like you're being licked by a centipede, lose control till the body freeze, jump around.
I think you just need to lift the vocals.
No, I was about to say the opposite.
Oh, really?
No, I'll rephrase that. I was about to disagree with you.
That'll do.
I really like the fact that the vocals are
So
almost
hidden.
indistinguishable.
Yeah, because you're struggling to hear it, and you want to hear it. Nope. Too interested in Lindsay at the moment. It says Cape Town, so I reckon that's Afrikaans.
Afrikaan.
Yeah. Is that dubstep?
No.
What is that?
It's I would say, well, it's hip hop, but it's very muted hip hop, but with a very consistent beat. It's strange. I liked it because I don't like hip hop. I don't like rap, and yet that worked.
I wanted to hear what he was saying, and
no, I didn't.
Hey.
I didn't want to hear what he was saying. That's the point.
It just made it
became a sort of a hypnotic drone in the background, which I quite liked. Because to be perfectly honest, when I listen to a lot of rap music, I don't actually like what they're saying.
Yeah, that's very, very.
So it's almost like that was great because I didn't actually hear what he was saying. It was part of the structure.
I'm actually going to go back and listen to that one again. I very rarely do that, but I'm actually going to go back and listen to that one again. I've just dropped a sub, so hopefully I'll remember him. Oh, look, Klein Jules. Did you know they've got an album out? Should I play a track off the album? I think I should. It would be rude not to, right? Oh, it's here somewhere. There we go. I'm glad she's not talking to me. Right, this is the track that I had to rein Warren in from putting animal noises just every four bars, and like budgies tweaking, and just elephant noises and stuff. Anyway, this is Release the Beast. It's gonna be loud.
Gentlemen.
Mastered by Jimmy Scavenger.
Trap hop. Yes, trap hop.
For
the last track was trap hop.
Okay.
Birds and babies.
Have some of that. Remnants of dubstep as well.
Yeah, I was just about to say. That's strange.
It's got a shuffle.
Release that.
Yeah, have no misconceptions. I make acid lines and point Warren in the right direction sometimes. That's literally it. Warren is the sound engineer for the Klein Jules. Like literally. And he wanted to put elephant noises and God knows what kind of noises all over this. And like you haven't heard them yet, but there's a growl that comes in. I'll
Release the beast.
Me, Warren, and Dog Ice were all in the. Actually, Bob, and Bob were all in the studio for the creation of this one. It was the funniest track we have ever made. Literally, just pissing ourselves in the background. Warren's good. Yeah, here we are. The growl. And like Dog Ice wanted like a snarl, like a dog snarl, and Warren pulled a lion and pitched it down. And there's a few others in there. There's a dog bark as well.
I want to see your teeth.
And then literally. Dog Ice came back in from taking a piss, and the noise had just finished. I'm like, Warren, I really think that elephant noise is pushing it. Dog Ice was like, yeah, I agree. Because the track is fucking solid, right?
Yeah. It's more elephants.
Really does fucking not. So there is a link for the album and the art.
Release the beast.
And here is a link for the album. 10 of your English poems. So yeah, Klein Jules have an album out and it's pretty fucking good.
So that's quite slow, a breakbeat, but with dubstep sounds as well. That works really well.
Yeah.
That's good.
We're not really following any sort of like, oh, you've got to do this or you've got to do that, you know. So, right at the end, I'm going to turn this up. So again, Warren's all over this with crickets and God knows what, and you know, there's a lot of fucking animal noise that's going on there, so you just shoehorned them all in at the end. Is that lion kind of pitched up a bit more? Wait for it. That noise could have been all over that fucking track. All over that fucking track. Oh my God, yeah, me and Doghouse, like literally when Warren pulled the lion noise out and we're looking at each other going, I don't think this is going to work. And then Warren pitched it down, it's like, all right, okay, we trust our sound engineer, it did work. And then, yeah, the elephant noise came in and we were just like, no, please, for the love of God, pull it out. Please, for the love of God, pull it out.
Less is more.
Yeah, literally. So, yeah, have no fear. I am not the driving force for the making of the music. I am, however, the person that just kind of, maybe we shouldn't do that. Okay, so I think it's this one. I could be wrong. We're going to have to go through that again. Nope, I was right. Anglar dub. Ketamine deficiency.
Anglar dub.
Yeah, I can feel it coming on, I think. I feel something happening. It feels good.
It's like, it can kind of seem like everything's just a
2D sheet that somehow might
intersexual skull.
It's like
it suggests it and it makes me think it. But then maybe I just didn't notice before. And the inner landscape is
void. It's just wide open. I can't really see anything as such. It's like.
Are you bashing the intro of the Clang Jaws track?
Feeling in your body, but not.
Will Joseph says the intro was too long, and John Alchemy says I agree the intro was too long. I suppose John Alchemy never really does put an intro into his stuff, and he's crept straight into the kick, so I'll give you that.
Beneath me.
Looking like pits of hell that I'm just got to cross down, but in a good way.
Was hoping we were going to get something to hang on to.
Yeah, I can feel it coming on, I think. It feels something. It feels good.
P.S. I fucking hate intros.
It can kind of seem like everything's just
2D sheets that somehow might
intersexual skull.
Rabbit Back wanted to see more auto-tune on the elephant. Trust me, you didn't want any of that elephant anywhere near it. That's nice. So we're in like a dub breaky bit, which I'm happy for.
How strange. That's 4 tracks that could be described as dubstep in one night. No dubstep for a year and then 4 at once. Like buses.
Yeah.
Hello.
Oh no. No, you wouldn't be able to see round.
Oh, hello.
You wouldn't be able to see round. This is beautiful.
Gorgeous sounds.
Do you want a link for it? I don't think you could buy it, but
yeah, it's a very dubsteppy evening.
Well, I'll give you a link to it so you can go and tell him you fancy it. That you like to give it a snog or a shimmy to on a dance floor.
Do you know what I would love to hear?
Go.
A drum and bass remix of this.
More amens, a little bit more bass. No?
No, just using all those sounds, but with a really clear, simple,
a more formulaic
drum and bass. Yeah. But I mean, the original's fine. I just love that sort of drum and bass.
It's a very quirky track. I'm liking it a lot.
It's quirky and the sounds are gorgeous.
Pits of hell dull in a good way.
Let me fucking like it then, you fanny. There are still glitches with the website. I mean, it's almost there.
Yeah.
Like, literally, it's almost there.
It would just have to be brought up by about 10 BPM, and the classic, simple drum and bass line would have to be put in there.
I think this is why Lindsay is the people's choice. Inky the cat. Every time Lindsay speaks, I agree. Yeah, I know, right? Actionless Loveless says, by the way, have you considered mastering it in some particular musical style? A question to me. Mastering what? Some particular musical style? No, not really. Well, like, I make acid. The stuff I'm making at the moment is very different to the stuff I was making last year. Very.
Serge says the main theme is a bit too nice. I agree, but I like the counterpoint of that sort of little higher do-do-do. That's quite sweet, and yet they've got these grungy noises in the bass, that real twisted vocal sound.
It's very
I love counterpoints.
Yeah, it's very empty. The whole track is slim, sleek, streamlined. It's very, very good. Yeah.
Yes.
There you go, almost, but only for. I like that. I don't think we've seen this guy around before.
Needs some variation. Well, if you remixed it as a drum and bass track, you would automatically put breaks and drops in there.
I think it's got enough variation as it is.
Oh yeah, I'm just reading.
Yeah, no. I think it's got enough variation as it is.
My only criticism is it stopped and started again, and when it stops and starts again, it's almost exactly the same.
Yeah. Okay, maybe, yeah, but there are.
Over short periods of time, there's a lot of variation over the whole track. There's less.
Similar.
Intersexual stroke.
I really like it.
Yeah, I think I'm going to give it an 808. Benjamin says strong line, maybe even a 10 on the night. 10 of the night.
Raven Bat says, I'd love to know what's making that bass, and yeah, that is an awesome bass sound.
I'm going to go out on a limb and say a hydrosynth. Find a bass patch. Maybe now's not the time to do this.
Probably not.
No, I'll do a special on the hydrosynth. And
yeah, you're going to have to find one of those vocal bass sounds.
Yeah. Grrr. Right, where did we get to? We got to here. Hi, Mark. Here is my track. Hope it will be rad. Okay, who is this? Oh, it's Will. Chilled, stranger, chill.
More volume?
Yeah, just trying to level it there before giving us some. Oh, and now that bongo's huge. Says that snare. You're down a little bit more. Taking you down too much. Try that. Ooh. Tell me you played that. Tell me you played that. Somebody's put here, music to shave by, very smooth. I agree. Well, tell me you played that. Tell me you played that. Suddenly we're in like this velvet or this red velvet around us, you know, gold, smoky, dimly lit. Rabbit Bat says 1 million points for the Congas. It's a bit much. He's back. It's got lots going on, but it's also got not a lot going on. There's a few drums, bass,
congas.
Yeah.
But not Will playing the sax.
Oh, is it not?
But I'd love to know who it is, because that's really good jazz sax. I don't like jazz, but that's really good jazz sax.
Won't take it off points off you for it not being you, Will. Track is lovely. Track is absolutely lovely. And usually, you know, when there's red velvet around and gold and the lights are dim, there's usually drinks in hands, joints in hands, and there's usually a couple of people around your table, and you're all having a good time. And this is perfect. Well, do you play any instruments at all, or is this solely all programmed in, or what is this? How did you create it? It's on my lap.
We've gone from the dirty mall to the penthouse. Yeah, very much. This is really good.
It is really good.
Hammond as well.
Yeah, Will says, yeah, I play guitars and synth. Shows, mate, shows. Did you is the sax sampled, or did you key that in as well? If you keyed that in, you get extra bonus points. Meow. We got cat as well. Hello. I've lost the dog now.
Yes. Hello, cat.
Oh, I want to get down and sniff a butt. I want to get down and sniff. I must get down. Ah!
Yes. Cronenberg movie, yeah. It does feel like we've been listening to a Cronenberg movie today. We've gone through so many different little scenes.
Yeah. Well, that was beautiful, mate. I'm going to give you a big fat 9 on that one. Right, I'm pretty sure a couple of people are going to want to add you to playlists, or... Whoop, what did I do? Wrong one. Pretty sure people are going to want to add you to... no, let me just refresh that. And then I'll say it again. Pretty sure people are going to want to add you to playlists. So I am going to...
That was pretty stunning.
That was pretty stunning. That's not what I expected at all. Believe we're into the last 4 tracks, Lindsay. I bet you're so pleased about that.
Oh, it's just the toothache is kicking in again. I lost a feeling. I'm in agony.
4.
Ow.
Yeah. Bit of techno coming up. So, Will, I'm pretty sure you haven't put a lot of stuff our way before, and that was pretty stunning. So please, put some more our way.
Variety is lovely.
Yep.
When it's quality.
Yeah.
Like that.
Yeah.
Because that was quality.
Nothing worse than getting a badly produced punk tune.
But we don't get badly produced tunes. Do you know what I mean? Everybody
I was talking to Leaf.
submits really good quality stuff.
Leaf.
It's not necessarily perfect.
No, that's what Leaf was saying. He was like trying to balance or master a brain sniff track is almost impossible. He's like, yeah, well, you're doing well, fella, you know. Engineer's giving it a solid 8. Give it a fucking minute. It's only fucking a minute in. Inky, have you got a thing in the thread? Thing in the thread. I'm fucking so descriptive, right? Inky, do me a favour. If you've got something in the thread, I'll play it this evening, but you're gonna have to send it to me. Try and send it to the account that's not got the clown as the thingy. Anyway, try and send it to me. Unless you're going to tune in next week and I'll play it next week, because we've got 2 left, 3 left, and I don't think you're in it. Yeah,
Jesus says, fucking hell, I've got to poop again, 4th time today. It's the dubstep, you see, it messes with your bowels, I told you. What did you do?
I made a mess.
noticed there was a MIDI sync delay as well. Some of the sound, I don't know, something not quite right.
It's just before or just after the beat, it's not quite on it. Drunk. Inky, send it to me, please. Oh, right. You're not there. Ron says he made it. Yes, you did indeed, Ron. Sounds like it just sounds like there might be an issue with the MIDI, or it's been made to be that drunk.
It could be. Some of the sounds, because you've got your basic track structure, and then there's some variation of sounds coming in, and it's almost like they're very cut and dried in the sense you've got one sound that plays, and you've got another sound that plays. What I would like to see is one sound tailing off, and then the other sound coming in, and possibly even overlapping them towards the end.
It doesn't sound like there's any delay or stuff on the or reverb or processing.
It's quite dry. Yeah.
Rabbit Bat says enjoying the groove. Yeah, it's got groove.
Yeah, the groove's good.
I don't think we're going to get a break in the groove though.
No. See what I mean? That just came in. That meow just came in. It'd be better if it sort of ramped up a little bit.
Filtered in?
I don't know about filtered or even just not using volume.
Yeah, there's definitely some sort of timing issue going on.
But I'm not sure whether it's because the sounds themselves have just got different attacks, and so that the sort of emphasis point of the sound is slightly later in the beat than the sound that it's overlapping. So it sounds like it's delayed, but it's not.
Yeah, I'm going to say there's some sort of timing drunk issue going on there. The idea's solid?
No, the idea's solid. The track's got nice drive to it, but the way that the different sounds feed in and feed out is a bit too blocky.
Yes. And the sounds sound a bit naive, like they've not been processed. They've not given big.
They're very dry.
Space, they're just right down the middle.
Yeah, they're very dry. And some of when there was two sounds playing at the same time, they almost interfered with each other. It was like they were both very similar in terms of the actual sort of part of the audio spectrum that they were occupying. So a little bit of EQ.
Yeah, a little bit of EQ, some timing issues to sort out. So maybe like almost a 7.
Well, I never give things numbers. All I'm saying is that the track itself needs to be tidied up.
Yeah, a little bit.
And I'd like to see.
But it's there. The groove's there. The groove's there.
The groove's there. And I'd like to hear some processing on some of those sounds.
Yeah.
As you say, there's that meow sound. Would have been nice if it come and started out with a filter, so it was slightly deeper, and then gradually got harsher and harsher towards the end. And then faded out. Movement. Yeah, that's it.
Movement. Yeah, a lot of the noises literally were straight down the middle. Very, very unprocessed kind of noises. I like to put, delay, reverb, distortion, lots of distortion, but then rein it in so that it's not too much. Right, Inky the Cat coming up. She says just the first 5 minutes, no problem. Okay. Oh, that's actually a video. I should be running the video. Yeah, you look like you're in pain at the moment.
Just kicking in
like
again.
Not enjoying life.
I'm going to have to take some more painkillers soon.
Good clear kick. Sounds a little bit basketball-y.
It's got quite a boom to it.
Percussion's good.
Your dog's gonna eat your backy in a minute, I think.
Too busy licking his nuts at the moment.
Ah, yeah, I see.
Princess Pudge is actually watching TV. Hello.
Meow, meow.
Meow.
Sarah's cat doesn't have any problem with fireworks.
No?
It's completely deaf.
The dog had a few issues. He kind of stood up and went, and then went back to sleep. Yeah, it's like, hey, fireworks went out. We don't have to worry about that. Our last dog, a massive fucking Rottweiler. Every time the fireworks went off, she barked for like 10 minutes. So like the whole week was just shit. Thankfully,
my greyhound Dottie would just go,
yeah, shaking the corner. Yeah.
For hours, with her eyes as big as saucers.
I think that pad side is a little high.
A little harsh.
Yeah. I've agreed with everything in the track so far, Inky, apart from that line that's just come in. It's just a touch overpowering.
It's overpowering compared to all the other sounds.
Yeah.
It's also quite a harsh sound. There's almost like it's almost like it's slightly distorted.
Yes. Yeah, it's almost on the edge of being distorted.
Whereas that pluck sound is nice.
Yeah, I'm loving everything else about it apart from that side. It was just running over the tune. However, it's lovely, Inky. I am loving it.
Yeah, this sort of 130, 135 BPM, quite driving, but quite nice.
Yeah, yeah. We had another one like this earlier in the show.
Yeah, it's. This is what I was saying. It's.
Oh, it was Paul. It was Paul Genus. I'm preparing you to Paul Genus, so that's a fucking good thing.
It's rather nice.
Yeah, it's lovely.
I say.
Production's really clean as well, Inky. Really, really clean.
Actually, it might be a bit faster. It might be about 140 BPM.
Inky, what's the BPM? 140, says John Alchemy. Thank you very much, John Alchemy. Brainsniff says that's lush and gives it a 10. It is beautiful. Yeah.
And it's becoming more anthemic.
Yeah, yeah.
I like that.
I still think that line is maybe a tiny touch high. Go on with the acid line. So Inky, how did you make this? Is this a live jam? Is it a track into Ableton and then a polish and thingy, or is it sampled, or what? How? Where?
Yeah, that highest pluck synth line just needs to be brought down a little bit. Yeah. It's overpowering the acid line.
Callum Rogers says, hey Lindsay, welcome back.
Thank you.
Callum, you've tuned in for like the last 3 tracks again. Go on, Inky. Yeah. Love the break driving it now. Inky says the first 5 minutes. Okay, well we have the first 5 minutes. How many tracks we've got left and how long have we been on?
This is just getting better. Although I still say that slightly pluck synth line slightly too high for this.
So this happened last time. There were not many tracks in the thread, and then I reposted it next week, and then we got 80 tracks. So
it's almost got a slight KLF feel to it.
I'll buy that. Inky, answer our questions, please. Oh, right, okay. So no, on Akai for DTH sent me samples and reversed them in his remix. Okay. Yeah, literally, my only complaint so far is that one synth line is just like a fraction too high. So, Inky says the first 5 minutes. That is, we're now into minute 6. Shall we let it run?
Hello, dog. How you doing, mate? How you doing? What's crap?
Oh. The problem is he's just too cute. Annoying little fellow. Yeah. Maybe could do with a couple of those synth lines from earlier now.
God, you're never satisfied.
There you go.
Lucky
there you go. There you go. Yes, brain sniff that 303 does indeed sound yummy.
No, that's enough.
Down.
But I need my oxytocin.
Don't push me away. Coming from Serge Lamonta, lush, gorgeous, epic. Only thing that kind of bothers me, this same white noise coming with every high-pitched snare, hat, or cymbal. Oh. I need to hear it a little bit more in depth for that one, Serge.
And probably louder as well.
Yeah. I think it's lovely. Inky, maybe a tiny touch long. 8 minutes is a bit of an epic track. However, it was really, really good. I have one criticism of it, and it was that synth being like a tiny little bit louder. I think that deserves a 9.
Yeah.
Oh, you got marked one track tonight. How about that one?
Yeah.
Yeah?
I'm agreeing with you.
9?
Yeah, it's a 9.
There you go, Mando, who's not even watching anymore. We followed through.
It was a nice journey.
Yeah, it really was.
Oh,
it's not Inky's remix, apparently. Oh, no, it's Darren T. House. Okay, fine. Well, I'm still giving it a 9. Touch long at the end there. But, yeah, still giving it a 9. Oh, Inky, it's a shame. I would have liked for it to have been your remix. That would have been lovely. Oh no, I keep missing this. Right, I'm gonna do 30 tracks tonight because I think that's wise. Seeing as though we got like 50 through the week, so I think that's wise. I just don't want to keep you here too long, Lindsay. We're already 3 hours, 3 minutes and 31 seconds in. Yeah. 33 now. Okay. Okay. Last week before, David Johnson put in a hardcore track. I'm guessing he said enough nice things about it, so he's putting another one. So apparently Inky started it off, and DTH remixed it. Well, I think it was a great track. You got to do really well to get a 10 in this place. Will Joseph says, so no winner, Inky to Cat. We both got a 9 for Mark, but I think your track was better, so I win. Not too sure how that logic works, but honestly, you were in 2 different categories, 2 wildly different categories. Your appointment for the tooth?
Monday. And apparently that's a short time compared to most.
Fuck.
Yeah, so I've got to go through the whole of Collide with toothache.
Oh, that's gonna suck.
So, paracetamol and codeine going now, because it's over 4 hours since I last took it.
Get on up, dude.
I feel your pain. I was working at the coat at one time, and one of my back teeth just crumbled. Yeah. like freezing cold October. It's just snow everywhere. Oh man,
so breathing in cold air.
Yeah, I would. I think this needs more bass. I could be wrong. Let me just turn it up. Any more bass?
No, this sounds like early 90s sort of hardcore, and I like it.
You like it?
Yeah. Well, it just reminds me of a time. Do you know what I mean?
Okay. I'm surprised. I'm surprised.
It's got a little bit of Charlie Says about it.
Get on up, dude. Get on up, dude.
Will says, Mark, we were competing against doing the worst track. Well, you both failed at that. Literally. Worst track of the night? I don't think there's been. I don't think there's been a worst track of the night.
There's no such thing as a worst track.
No, there was one
because there's tracks that require more work than other tracks.
Yeah.
There's tracks that are absolutely perfect, but they're not our favourite style.
Yeah.
There's tracks that are our favourite style, are absolutely perfect, but somehow don't quite hit the mark. But there's no bad tracks anymore. Everybody's so talented.
Yeah, I agree with that one. Yeah, it's got me moving.
Yeah, it makes you want to jump around going.
It's a bit
stompy.
German, yeah. I didn't really want to say that, but yeah. Stompy, good word.
You know.
Does it need to be faster?
And it's because it's hard. It has, as Callum says, it's got a bit of hard style to it, without the being mugged through my ears feeling.
Oh yeah, I agree with that. Breaksniff gave it a 9. Drivey says, old school Gabba hardcore deserves a 9. I don't think I'm quite going to go that high.
If the stabbing bass stroke kick sound was more harsh, it would be hard style.
You could give David Johnson a £1 for this sound if you so desire. I like it. It's a solid 8.
It is. It's early hardcore.
Yeah.
It's got that feel of early hardcore. It's definitely not new hard style because it doesn't sound like 10,000 angry robots shouting tank at the same time. Tank. Mine. So it's more like early hardcore, and I like that because it's evocative of a time in my life.
So it says, I want to tune the kick down like, I don't know, 7 semitones.
Drums too light for hardcore, I agree, but not early hardcore.
Yeah, drums sound a bit, I want to say naive, but that's probably not the right word to use in this case.
We're trying to ram it into a style, and I think that's unfair. It is what it is.
Yeah. It's still getting a solid 8, so, you know. David Johnson once again proving that he can turn his hand to any style and make it sound pretty fucking good. I'd play that in a thing. I would pitch it up a bit though. It was a bit slow for me. Felt like the Uber drop kind of stuff. Okay, so this is the penultimate track, Lindsay. You will be pleased to know. Yes, it's almost over. 5 minutes.
It's not the music, it's the tooth.
Yeah. Oh, I know. We have all been there. Don't autoplay. Stop it! I'm remixing.
What are you doing?
I'm trying to remix. I think it's not gonna go. Okay, so this is Hostile. Great name, by the way. I think just to be fair to him, I should. Oh, well, Yes, Serge, you're quite correct. Serge says it's also early Jones hardcore, his second core track. Yeah, absolutely. Like when he finds the style there, it'll be, you know, rocking. So we've just got to wait. It's like me with this. Hey, Disney visuals? Oh, we're gonna get fucked over. Oh, and I've looked at thingy now. Oh, ah! It is, isn't it? That's Felix's cat. I didn't even fucking notice. Ah, damn. Well, we'll see if we get copyright stricken. Funnily enough, Tylee, who is copyrighted, doesn't get. Yeah. It's quite an eclectic track.
It is. It's quite damaged.
Oh, good word. Good word. Good word.
I mean?
Yeah.
Quite damaged feels.
Yeah. Oh, good word. Yeah. Anything that Hospital says is public domain footage. It may well be, but there may be a Felix the cat that has been copyrighted somewhere on like a can of fucking cat food or something.
Yeah.
And then it'll pick it up. It's quite a well-known. And yeah, you got to be stupidly careful. Stupidly careful.
Yeah.
Start filming dead pigeons or something for this kind of stuff. You know? Find some roadkill, go kick it. Well, no, don't go kick it, just film it. Film flies coming off of it and stuff. Yeah, that's where I am with this one. It's dark. It's getting happier, that bass line's kind of happy.
Happy but twisted.
Yeah, I'm not gonna. I already took the chance with the Venture Brothers earlier. So if YouTube are gonna fuck me, I'd rather know that it was for the Venture Brothers. Very drunk.
It's got a delirium feel about it.
Yeah, it really has. Rabbitbat says, once saw a pigeon eating and a seagull eating a dead pigeon on the way to work. I actually saw a bird of prey picking apart a pigeon in like one of the busy areas in Bedminster, and like I was the only one who fucking saw it, so I kind of sat there and watched it with my Rottweiler at the time, and we were there for about half an hour. Loads of people just walked past it, didn't even see it at all, and this thing's picking apart this pigeon.
This is taking me on a journey.
Yeah, dark.
It's like it makes me feel slightly feverish, that sort of delirious. When you're not feeling 100% and maybe your temperature's up slightly, not quite delirious, but you know that you're on the way. Thinking you're going to go down weird, sort of twisted paths.
Is this Rabbitbat? Who is this? Is this Rabbitbat? Oh, it's Hospital. Okay, dude. If you're going to use images like this, put a filter over them, just to be like it's like wearing a condom. Alright, at the moment we might be riding bareback, but we're not sure. However, great fucking track. I'm going to give you track of the night, mate. Took us on a weird journey.
Weird.
Yeah, really weird. Anxious, dark, oppressive.
Delirious.
Yeah, delirious, literally feverish. Yeah, and I thought you get where you were coming from with feverish now. So, dude, thank you very much for your track. Yeah, playful as well. Yeah, very good.
The visuals, not that we could see all of them, but the visuals were far more friendly, and yet they were also distorted because of that deliberate trailing he did on them.
I think if you'd put a filter over that as well, make them a little bit more darker, slowed them down a little bit, glitched them up a bit, it would have fitted a lot better. You can do that in Resolume as well. Just load clips into Resolume, and every time Ableton fires, it'll fire off to Resolume as well, and you can do it like that. But it is time consuming. You know, it's massively time consuming. So yeah, Hospital track of the night, mate. I thought that was really good. Dark, moody, broody. I don't know when I'd actually listen to it myself. But
what I was thinking is, I've been in states of mind where you're thinking, right, I'm okay. Yes, I'm okay. Just got to remember to keep breathing. Yeah, and I'll be fine. And then something like that comes on, and I think, I don't think I can handle that. I think I'm going to have to leave the room. Do you know what I mean?
Do you like room for me, please?
So if you're feeling a bit fragile, do you know what I mean? That would have pushed me over the edge.
Yeah, I agree with that totally. Okay, so we are now, I believe, the Clown Jewels. Did I say the Clown Jewels?
Once or twice.
I'm sure I've mentioned it. I'm sure I should put that down there, shouldn't I? Yeah, there we go. Yeah, the Clown Jewels have got an album released on November the 5th. I thought that was a poignant day to release an album on, and everybody agreed with me. It's when Guy Fawkes, unfortunately, couldn't blow up the Houses of Parliament. Yeah,
darn good effort, though.
Darn good effort. Apparently he got turned in by somebody, I think.
Yeah.
Right, so, this is Leaf, just Leafed. I thought this was going to be a brain sniff track, as he's signed in with Leaf Yosper. Right, are you ready? Ending with a bit of Leaf, and then I'll play you some Clown Jewels.
Any plans that you might have said about sound business?
It's Odd Leaf.
Said about sound business. What's that about sound business?
Is that piano in time?
Yeah, it's playing out of time. Are you sure there's not two things playing at the same time?
Nope.
Weird. That twisted me out a bit, didn't it? No, coming back again. Oh, I'm feeling all anxious.
What's that about sound business? About sound business. About sound business.
Nope. Actioner says, is that a second tab still open? Nope. There you go. Paused it. Paused it twice now, just to prove that there is nothing else open. There's nothing coming from anywhere.
That's very anxiety-inducing,
isn't it?
What's that about sound business?
Benjamin says, wow, for sure, I thought that was two things. Absolutely. Jonathan R. Cross, did you not use Nico's MIDI pack? I don't think any MIDI pack was being used on that piano. Leaf, that's very brave of you to just kind of like lay it over the top.
But it's really anxiety-inducing.
Yeah.
Because your mind is constantly trying to look for some structure that links the two pieces together, and it can't find it.
Fails to find it. Like, what you should have just done is literally just chopped individual hits out of the piano.
Yeah.
And then...
What's that about sound business?
That was so weird.
That really, really was. Please don't bring that piano back.
That makes me wonder whether that piano was just a glitch that's appeared in the track when it's not meant to be there.
No, it definitely was supposed to be there, I guarantee it.
But it's just so weird. I'm now really anxious that it's going to come back again.
Electronic Sciences says, is the piano sampled from the Evil Dead movie? I'm going to pass on that one. Bob says it loops in time.
I couldn't latch onto it at all.
No, yeah, I don't know if it does. Man. It might come back and loop in time, but I don't think it was on beats. Corey says this is crazy. You ain't not wrong.
This bit sounds a bit muddy.
For Leaf, yeah, maybe. Let's give it a bit more volume. I just think he's used a lot of whoop, whoop, whoop. So it's kind of taking like a lot of frequency range. This I like, Leaf. This I like. Yeah, the hats could be a little bit more brighter, maybe.
Yeah. Bring back the piano. Hospital says bring back the piano.
Don't do that. No. Don't do that. I get the feeling it's going to make an appearance towards the end. Right, so this is 2-track, Leaf. For this one.
So piano's in time, same BPM, but coming in and out at unusual times.
Then that's not in time.
And it has gone a bit donkey, I have to say.
Donkey, I haven't heard that. Thank you, Callum.
What's that about sound business?
Yeah, like this I agree with. Touch. Yeah, those acid lines and stuff do feel a bit like they're in with the.
What's that about sound business?
Right, but. No, that piano's out.
It's completely out.
Should have just like there was a bit there where she touched. I say she. I assume it's a she touching the keyboards. Did it twice. Just like leave that. Ding ding, ding ding ding. Bit much. Not gonna mark it. Says it all. I don't think we did.
It's the strangest thing that Leaf has done.
Yeah. Even in his days of not syncing things up properly as well, that is the strangest thing.
That's strange because it was just so anxiety inducing. Because I was desperately trying to figure out what the link was between the two, and there wasn't one.
No, it was freeform over the top, and yeah, it like you can pull that in time in Ableton. I don't know whether you can pull that in time on Studio One or whatever you're using, but if you can't, then literally just pull little phrases out that fit. Some of them were on.
Yeah,
some of them
every
were
now
on.
and then it would go doom doom.
Yeah, and you're like, that's on. Sample that motherfucker. Get it out, put it in, find the next one across. Yeah, that goes, and then slap them in there and make your own piano tune up from it. So yeah, Leaf, that was horrific.
I feel damaged.
Yes, literally, that was horrific and then lovely. The ass end. Oh, I've closed it. The ass end of the track was fucking beautiful. Yes.
Which is what made me feel that the piano was just. I mean, what happened?
Yeah, it was almost like that was the intro for the track. Like a 3-minute intro for the track.
Leaf, you've broken me.
That track can be salvaged, Leaf. The end of it was good, and the piano will work. You just need to micro edit each of those hits in, and it's a real fucking ball ache. The other thing,
micro edit, good thing.
Yeah. The only other thing to do is load it into a sampler and get it on a keyboard, and then hammer the notes in yourself. So you know. But yeah, like literally just you needed to tie the for that intro. You needed to tie the two in. It will work, and the track at the ass end of it was good.
Hostiple has said the piano was a fun head trip. I would agree, apart from the word fun.
Yeah, my musical brain is like, which one needs nudging on now? Oh no, it's
my need for order was so twisted out by that.
Constant thump in the background with just free form piano over the top of it. Yeah, so Leaf, right, that track can be salvaged, man. It can be salvaged.
Leaf might be saying, I don't want to salvage it. That's
exactly
what I
how
wanted to happen.
it should sound.
Look at you, twitching away there. I've had the right effect.
I hope that is what Leaf intended for that. Leaf, you were in the building. Are you still in the building? If you are, I hope you're taking this well. Yeah, I'm sure it's constructive feedback, it's constructive feedback. Surge the month, so it's not the same BPM,
and not the same
signature.
I agree. It
6/8.
Yeah.
Odd placement piano was nope. Second part was banging. We were all too shocked.
I actually thought it was 3/4. It was a waltz because it was do 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 do. But he might be right. I can never tell the difference between 6/8 and 3/4. Not when I'm listening to a little fragment like that.
Yeah, literally, just chop something out that fits. Chop something out that's close enough to fit, and then make your melody from that. Bob says easy fix would be just remove the piano. Yes, you are quite correct. No, but it can be fixed.
Callum said it started out wonky and it ended up donkey.
Yeah, it really did.
Wonky to donkey.
Really did.
That's good.
Actionless says at least the piano track was making it memorable.
I mean, we've talked more about this track than anything else.
Yes, but it's like being remembered for putting a shark pic on Facebook. Saying nothing. Right, I'm sure we would like to go home now. It is nearly 11 o'clock, which is fucking crazy. So yeah, 3 hours, 26 minutes and 46 seconds. I want you to give a big round of applause for my co-host this evening, Lindsay Mumford, who is suffering a little bit, but took the time out of her day to come and do it, and it's been wonderful. I love it when Lindsay comes in because we chat beforehand for a good hour and a bit, and then we just go mental into the URL, and it's been great energy.
It's entertaining. It's always entertaining.
So thank you very much for doing that. Search the Month says it's midnight there. Thank you all for staying on to catch us to the end. I know we're not very Europe friendly or very America friendly or anyway. But yeah, it's been a pleasure. I'm going to leave you with some more Clown Juliage. Me and Lindsay are off, and you can listen to this. Right, I will see you next week. I'm not sure Lindsay will see you next week.
Yeah, I'll probably have a week off. Especially as I'll have just had a tooth pulled out.
Yeah, no, I honestly don't blame you for not wanting to do anything after you have your tooth out. Literally.
Might be several. See how it goes.
Right, well, I'm going to leave you with the last track on the album. It's been a pleasure. So from me and Lindsay, I'll see you later.
Bye.
Not my space.
Not my sea. Not my contract. Not my deal. Not my hopes. Not my fears. Not my ideal. Not my dreams.
I'm tuning out.
No consent. I'm tuning out. consent.
No consent.
John Morosi, Dealer Club, Teegold,